So yeah, today is a really special stream. It's finally a collaboration between Fan YouTubers. Today I have with me Ian Koala, the Japanese tier list maker. You probably know it already, so you can say hi, Koala.
Hello.
It works perfectly. And I also have Phantom Spirit with me, also like one of the bigger back then global players, now retired global but still playing JP randomly with me. You can also say hi, Phantom.
Hi.
Perfect. And yeah, so we decided to make, I know Phantom, who's Koala? Mio, you need to learn Koala.
Wow.
Poor Koala. Hey, he was rank 1 on JP for a day, I saw. So he's pretty big, I guess.
Almost a day.
For all of half a day.
But yeah, he's a good friend of mine and also a mod on the unofficial Discord. So watch out what you say or you might get banned. Kick W.
I haven't banned anyone yet.
Yet.
There can always be a first.
True. Let's move the chat up a bit. Let me just Google his channel so I can share it with you guys. There we go. I've already been banned. So I just sent a link in the channel. Pretty much he makes also arena runs and other fun videos like his dungeon run where he made a random team, which was pretty fun to watch. So you should probably check it out. And
Name a part 2.
we need a part 2 for sure.
Yeah,
Koala.
Maybe.
And not only that, but he also made a tier list already. Do you have a link for it as well, Koala?
I can put it in the chat myself, yeah.
I always have the link for it.
I don't have Arue stuff saved. I don't know why.
Oh,
but I just showed here.
Faster than me.
So this is his current tier list with like other things where he gives information about what tier is, what are the new units, where are they ranked, and you see character info, what are the skills, passive trait, and just a lot of text. A lot of text. Double proofreading by Phantom as well most of the time, because he needs to correct every Cecily as well. And yeah, so much information there. 180 pages or so. Like there's a lot of text about every unit, about their skills, what the character even does for their ultimate. So it has pretty much everything you need to know about this game in there. Even the collab units are there, the weapons, stuff like that. So it's a pretty big list, even for global people. It's pretty good to check it out. And as I said, you can find them on YouTube, Discord, of course, and Reddit as well. So he made the list, so he knows what he's saying, I guess. That's why I thought it's pretty good idea to include these two for today's stream, because I want this list to be as good as possible. So the more people, the more discussions we can do here. Okay, so the question for me is, should we rank every 1 and 2 star as well, or should we just include 3 stars, if even, or just the 4 stars?
I don't think any 3 stars used at this point. It'd be kind of irrelevant.
That's the thing, yeah. I mean,
just the 4 star.
I mean, we had a few 3 stars that are still pretty decent. Like, if you don't have fast Cielo, a 3 star is still pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are.
Have you seen anyone using it? Yeah.
Okay, so let me just make a new row. A row below.
That should be even start.
I feel like you need a lot of rows.
Okay, how many tiers do we even want? That's the big question first.
Well, I have like 9 in mind, but I don't know if we need that many.
I think we can separate S and S+.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we start with as plus as A, B, C, D.
And the prestigious D tier.
D for darkness.
I think
below.
the first version of the
I
playlist
think it's
I made.
I think it's D for dust at this point.
Oh yeah, true. What did you say, Koala?
I think the first tier list I made, it literally did say D for darkness.
And then you made her
So-
F tier, but then you promoted her back.
Yeah, well, the F tier was kind of pointless because it was just the same as D tier, and that
Let
you
me-
don't use them.
Just push like every unit up here so they are down there, so we can have a clear list, I guess, to work with.
Less clutter.
Good thing we don't have many 3-stars. Wait.
Game has
Zappa
too
is-
many units.
It's not even
just
started. I
finished
think.
2 units.
And most of them are irrelevant.
Can I? Like, no, I don't think I can multi-drag and drop them, sadly. I think down there are even more 3-stars up here, yeah.
I know, right, bestie? You can now hear my voice for the first time.
Oh yeah, can you see the chat, or should I somehow show the chat
I
as
have
well?
the
for you?
stream open on the side to see what the
Okay.
chat is saying.
That's good.
I can see chat, and I'm gonna specifically never say that just because you asked. I see you there.
I see. It's actually pretty cool to like first time hear both of you voice, because even in Koala's videos he has never his voice on. Same with you, Phantom. So it's also first time for me to hear you too. I'm the only one like showing his voice.
You're leaking it, not this.
Okay, I think we should just start with like the first one, and while we're going, I just then start to drag every 1, 2, 3-star in there, so we don't have like 2 hours wasting right now to drag everything in there and just start with everything. Let's start pretty simple. Let's start with the first Kazuma. OG Kazuma, guys. What's your opinion on him?
Oh boy, what a character.
He does his job for society by being the bottom of the bottom. Someone has to take the role, and he is the one.
Yeah, I think he's the only 4-star that has never been good for anything.
True.
Even Darkness had the X
Dungeon.
Arena sometimes, and Dungeon. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good idea, or also a fun idea of them to make an actual hybrid unit with like one physical and one magical skill, but back then we didn't have split teams properly. Right now you can probably get away with a split team. Like we have Water, for example, with Leah and Cecily and Lolisa buffing both, but we would need like Forbidden Fast Water Kazuma with hybrid and physical hybrid skill set to maybe work, but this kid is just way too bad to ever work.
Yeah. I mean, what other like hybrid skills units are there? Is it just him, Rem, and Bell? Or is there anyone
I think
else?
so, yep. I think so, it's only them 3.
Every
Yeah.
Cecily unit, technically.
Well, with the ulti. Same with Kazuma if you run his ulti 1.
Yeah. I mean, just skills. It's just those
Yeah,
three.
just skills, it should just be those 3.
By the way, should we make an extra row for
Oh,
good assists, like sub-units? Like, okay, this one has at least a good passive trait, so it's good to have it or something like that, or is it like irrelevant?
I mean, most of the units with good traits are the Fez units, who will be pretty high anyway.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I think you just like have a notice of this is a trait slave.
Yeah.
Komekko.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Second Kazuma. Which tier you guys think?
As of now in JP D tier.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
He had his time back then, but there are so many strong light units right now, he will never, ever compete again.
And even back then, he didn't even compete that well.
Hey, he was
had
good for like 2
times.
arenas.
But like,
Tier 2 speed was very rare back then. So,
yeah.
but now
was
it's everywhere.
rare.
So,
But then all you had back then was a U1 Kazuma.
yeah.
Bal Kazuma?
Yeah,
I mean,
probably still.
I don't think I've ever seen a ball Kazuma in JP for the past
He
like
was
year
used.
and a half.
Yeah, he was like actually meta, unlike the first two.
He
For a
definitely
bit.
was. Like on release, he was good. Like a party tier 2P attack is certainly pretty good.
I remember. Do you remember Dizino? He would max out his Earth Kazuma. I think he even used him in some other arenas.
Mm.
I'm not sure.
Global's also seen
But
their fair usage of this Kazuma.
I think he has the same
but
problem.
yeah, not.
Same
Go ahead.
problem.
I was gonna say not anymore. Like not good anymore.
Yeah, I just wanted to say he has an interesting kit for like a support unit for physical teams, but there are just so many better supports out there, so no chance to compete. I think it's the same with Ninja Kazuma as well. Like he was never used besides as a slot 2, back 2, I mean. So he was like never really any good.
Yeah,
If you
like a
wanted to
party
run
wide.
fist teams before Mia,
Yeah,
he was an option.
True.
but like a party wide attack up skill, it's just not really useful for anything anymore because you'll always have
Not
that
useful
on an ult
for
somewhere.
yeah.
Other than like the
Especially not
waves
for
a
Dark.
bit.
Dark has a better Kazuma already, anyways.
Yeah, true. That we all need to consider. Let's go to the first interesting unit, Single Kazuma. Which T do you think he is right now in JP?
Right now, it's been
Right
like a month
now,
and a half since the last wind arena.
Yeah.
yeah. And basically this Kazuma is just fighting for which condition they decide to put on the boss. If they're like, oh, we feel like not letting Fizz have a good time, then it's going to be Wiz. So I'd say
Yep.
both
Yeah.
him and Wiz is going to be the same tier.
I
Yeah,
think
I'd say so.
Wiz has
But
actually a
even
little
then,
bit
he's
higher
usually
skill.
the premier. He's usually the more used shredder of the two, though, just of normal. So I'd say he would be just S tier because he is the premier wind shredder for now.
Well, there's also the question of Megumin with her new ult, and we haven't had a chance to use that in Wind yet, so we
have
don't know.
not, no.
Oh yeah,
And she
yeah,
definitely
true.
will be able to see use of that.
But I mean, at that point, we just don't know because we haven't had a chance to try it yet, so there's not really much reason to push him down
I
because that's just speculation.
I think the really interesting thing will also be with Wind. First off, will we get an AoE Wind Arena? Because if it's AoE, then Wiz, of course, has a higher chance because the Rashford is AoE, I think. Also, we already know that the next fast units that will drop are Dust and Rin, and the big question is then, will one of them has Rashford as well or not?
I am generally predicting that definitely one of them is going to have Shred because they're trying to. The way that they buffed Dust all is making it seem like they want the 3 units in Win to be Dust, Rin, and Cielo. And with those 3, if you didn't have a Shred in either of them, you would just run Shredless, and I don't think that's that good.
True.
Yeah. Well, again, there's still Megumin, but
You could Megumin, yes.
I think Wind is like the
I think
biggest question mark we have at the moment because new units are coming, we know that, but we haven't tried even the old strategy with Megumin yet, so we really can't decide.
yeah.
That's
I
about
think
to
for
be
now
S
that's
tier.
fine. Though.
Could be, yeah, could be. Could be the actually first good Dust unit in really long time, or if even at all.
We'll get to him.
Yeah, we get to Dust later, true. Fats Kazuma.
Ooh.
Honestly, I wouldn't even give him B because he doesn't even see use in Fizz arenas.
Yeah, Misaka's kind of removed all reason for him to exist.
Like in mages, you either have Yunyun or Rin, and in Fizz you have Misaka. Like if you don't have her, sure you can use Kazuma, but his damage is significantly lower.
Yep, agreed.
Mm.
The only
It's
thing.
really,
Go
really
ahead.
bad utility for like a Fez unit as well.
Yeah.
Tier 3 defense down and self tier 2 speed, which is
Like they did just buff the defense down, but like I don't think I noticed it.
yeah, I haven't noticed.
Is there ways Cielo
And
can be
also,
replaced in Wind? I don't think so yet. Sorry, Phantom.
even even if you didn't have Misaka in a regular arena where there was no magic down or fizz down, you would still run Yunyun because with a lightning buff, Yunyun ends up doing more damage than Kazuma.
Yeah. There
So
is a
this-
good point in chat that he does also have the trait, which might be worth considering.
That's the
If
thing
we
I
are
just
gonna do
wanted to
that.
task. Yep. He has a really good passive trait. He's still the best sub unit for every Kazuma out there. And with that, every unit that has Kazuma as a sub for aka collab characters, like Accelerator, I think, has Kazuma, right?
Yep. He
So
does.
he has still at least value on that. That's why I don't feel comfortable personally to put him in C tier. I agree he's not a main unit anymore. But I do you guys remember if there's like any Fest Kazuma in the last Electro Arena? Like any top 1000 with Kazumas?
well, let's scroll through
Maybe in the back.
Maybe in the very back. Yeah, someone just played some slot 4. But actually, the last one he
Yeah.
wouldn't have because it was a mage one.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
But I was just curious, how much damage loss is it to run Fast Kazuma versus Misaka? Pretty much a lot, yeah, but like, if you don't have Misaka, what is the next best option? Is it still Fast Kazuma, or are people running
Yunyun.
something else?
I think he would be
Yeah,
less than half the damage.
if it's in Fizz only, then probably still Kazuma. But if it's mages, no, if it's both allowed, then it's gonna be Yunyun's higher.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even Yunyun overtook Misaka in some arenas already. So,
I would pick over Kazuma, probably like the OG Chris, the second one.
OG2
yeah,
Chris.
yeah.
Probably be better.
Forgot about her.
That's why I'm
She's
asking.
faster as well, yeah. More speed and also actually party gauge up, which is more useful.
Me looking at that tier 3 speed and remembering a certain Fez unit later down the line that didn't even have tier 3.
I think we just let him stay here in B for now. Let's continue on with the next characters, and we can still move them later around.
Yeah, so because when I first made this, it was like the 1.5 anniversary, so I added everything in. And then all the new units after that went on the end. So there's still more Kazuma, but they're lower down.
There's 3 more.
Like Butler Kazuma.
Butler.
There's Butler, there's the anniversary
Butler's
welfare.
What do you guys want? Should we finish off Kazuma first before we get to the next unit? Or do you want to go with them later because they appeared later in the timeline?
I think we should probably do it by character, so
okay.
We can finish Kazuma.
Let me move all Kazumas up. Butler.
This is now the question of how do we want to rate the party trait units.
I'd say just the individual tier if they're not used for anything else.
Is there any other 4-star Kazumas I'm overlooking?
I don't think so.
I think that's alright.
I mean, we're about to get one, but...
Yeah, we're gonna get one, but we don't know his skills or anything.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably, So yeah, I mean, if you go by actual usage, yeah, as a unit, his skills are not good, but based on how much he's used, he'd be like more than Idol Kazuma at this point.
Every trait slave honestly would be an S tier by usage, unless if you're one of the rare half ones.
Yeah, everyone except like Vanir is the only one who's good for something
actually used. Yeah, that's not just in the back.
Oh, and Wiz. New Year Wiz.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't go with usage alone because that would be like infiltrating their skill. Like, how much damage loss is it to run, for example, a team without this Kazuma versus a team with this Kazuma? How much more power brings it to the team?
Well, if you have a pure physical or magic team and you use those traits, those are 2%, he's 6%. So it's a 4% difference, which is not a lot.
Exactly. I think I personally would put him in A tier because he had his use last Fire Arena with Naofumi with the ult spam. So there's a niche for him to use him.
It is a niche, but that niche
about
died
as
quickly.
Yeah, about as niche as you can get.
It was
Like
fun,
it came
okay?
and it went.
It was fun, but
Fun
it
doesn't
will
mean
never
it's
work
good.
again. Yeah.
What was straight? It's fire bonus, so 6% fire team damage. I think it was. So what tier would you guys put him then? Like, do you think he's too high for him? Too low?
I mean, for me, I just make a special tier called Trait Slaves. If you have nothing else outside of just being a trait, then that's where you belong.
We can also do that, I think.
In my list, I base a lot of it on actual usage. Like, he's fairly high. Same with the
You
others.
have it like S-.
Yeah. I mean, we can make another tier just to differentiate them from the others. Because they are very different.
Because, like, as a unit himself, he's really bad.
Let's just go with color grading. Let's go here with Trade Slave. Let's go with the next color in the list, this one. So you would put him in a separate tier list for now with Trade Slave on it.
Yeah.
Because unlike some other units that have trait, like Vanir, he doesn't see use as their main unit.
I mean, that's fair. Okay, then Eins Ulgon Kazuma. Our first collab Kazuma. And only one so far.
I don't think even if Fizz Dark were to come, he'd see use again.
I don't think so either. I remember trying it recently. I don't remember what I did that was better. But, oh, well, we have Maple now, right?
We have Maple, yeah.
We have Maple.
He's kind of
not seeing use again.
Would you say D tier then?
Yes.
Or?
Well, I'd say
he should go above them. Yeah. He has cooldown cut, which is good.
I just realized.
And the anniversary Kazuma is just bad.
I was just talking about him. Fun fact, for a Cabbage Hunt side quest, he's actually a really good unit because if you run him with Erika, you can use the ult spam method in Cabbage Hunt to just spam single target in the AoE ults to do a lot of damage. I actually got like close to 10 million score with full auto. So it's also pretty fun niche cage, but hey, at least he works there, I guess.
The Cabbage Hunt niche.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I actually did that. I just kind of ignore it.
I certainly ignore it.
Hey, it's fun to look at it, okay? But yeah, besides that, I agree he's D tier. He's worse than Trade Slave, so why ever use him?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Erika Kazuma, so let's start with Ouchi Aqua. Oh no, what did I do?
I think you can put the next one in there today, don't worry.
Yeah.
At least that one saw use on launch. The other one didn't even.
True. It's one of the two Aquas you can always pull, okay? It's a big plus for her.
After Onsen, Sumzap just decided you will never get a permanent Aqua again.
Such.
I mean, Onsen Aqua, she can almost go in Trait Slave, because I remember using her for Maid Run. Like...
Trait Slave.
Passive slave, not Trade Slave. She's passive slave.
Like Maid Run and Theater Arue as well. You just use her as a sub for her trait.
A sub?
Yeah. That's like the most you use her.
You want to make a sub-trade tier list? We just said we didn't do it
Sub
because what's
slay.
success?
I don't think we should overcomplicate the tier list
No,
with a
no,
sub
no.
slave
Yeah.
because a lot of units would just go in there.
Like, for example, Bikini Aqua as well.
Yeah, probably. I mean, she was alright for a while, but that's
She
not
was pretty
much.
good for a while, and then she fell off a
Mm.
cliff.
Yeah.
I mean, the moment Halloween Aqua arrived, it was just like, she has a better skill compared to her, but the fact that Halloween Aqua has the trade passive alone makes her simply just better for the team.
You didn't even need Halloween Aqua to push her out.
Yeah, Fest is also probably
Alright.
better. Let's go with the first collab, Aqua. In global, she was actually
Yeah.
fun to use in 1 or 2 multi-battle events, but that was pretty much it we ever used
She
her.
was the meta multi-battler in Win.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you used her for the instant party T2, which gave you usually free MVP every time.
No, it's not a hotness tier
Yeah.
list, it's a usefulness in the JP version of Konosuba Fantastic Days. Wait, maybe let me add a text to the stream so we can clarify that.
Yes, he's literally just the OG Aqua, but you swap the AoE and the single target. Like which damage type they are. And then that's it.
She was released in a bygone era, and even then she wasn't useful.
Let me just put this up right there in the corner. Also another fun fact story. One of the mods on the official Discord, Wolf, was actually mad at me for a bit because I said you don't need this Aqua, it's not worth to pull for her. Then he didn't have her for the one multi-battle event, and he was like, the one time I heard Japanese players saying that she's bad, I need her now. And I was like, dude, it's a multi-battle event, why?
Actually, fun thing about this Aqua is that on the first Wind Arena where we saw her, where she was allowed, she was actually at the very top because she was the best, because it was Fizz back then.
Oh
Wind.
yeah, true.
And she was one of the few options you had. So people that had ReZero Aqua was really high.
I think it's the
But that
same
was
with
all she got.
I think it's the same
Was
with
that
the next
still-
one as well.
Was that still before you had Kempo? I forget when she.
That was
actually
before we
came
had
out.
a lot of things, because ReZero came so
Yeah.
fast. Like,
Hi,
that was
Darkus.
back when we didn't have... And if you're talking about Kempo Erika, no, we did not have her back then. It took forever to get her, because something happened. She got lost in She got lost in
Do you know what
transit.
happened? Did they ever say?
No, I honestly
Oh.
don't. I just know she came one day and all was well with the world afterwards.
My thought process there is that I think it was around the time Nexon actually started to switch around banner orders, and they probably just had like default at the beginning besides the summer event, and then probably just was like, oh, we switched it around, and then she was kind of lost in the transition there and was later
That was the
just dropped.
period. Yeah, that was the period where we had no units at all for the OC units.
Yep.
All we had were the OG versions of them. They never got any ults until like half a year later.
Yeah, all of us so scuffed. Didn't you get like a new Wiz 2 banners in a row? With Summer and then PJ right after.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
because
was a
Summer
thing.
came really early.
Summer was the release banner with the actual release of Global.
Yeah. Not that PJ Wiz was worth anything, but she was
we
a
come to
thing.
Wiz later. Let's talk about New Year's Aqua. Because she was actually used a lot at the beginning, but also fell pretty off a cliff because how stacked Earth got really fast.
In Global, she was actually used an off element for like a little bit.
She might have
Just
been in JP as well, but not often.
Not often, no, but during moments where you needed that heal engage, she was always there.
I think she was mostly like a slot 1, back 1 unit where she comes like in at the end, cast the gotcha up so people get one more ulti off, and that was it.
Yeah, I remember around the time she came out. I think this was like around the time Sumzap started making new arenas that were really based around the new units. Because you had the wizard who would do the ult on turn 1, so they wanted you to have Aqua, so you had a reason to use her heal and get the speed buff, right? So people used her in the front the first time she came out, but that was
I
about
feel
it.
like I never saw that wizard in global.
Yeah, I don't think they ever did it.
Nah, I think they nerfed the hell out of every mob early on for global.
But still
But
agree with
if we
me,
want
D
a
tier?
good Aqua, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about
If
the
we
good
want a good
Aqua, yeah.
Aqua, yeah.
She would have been S tier had 2.25 not happened. Oh, not 2.25, 2.85 not happened.
Yeah, if we did this like 2 months ago, she would be much higher.
I'd say
She did get the fame trait. She saw like a tiny bit of off element recently as well.
I mean the
But
last arena we had was a toad arena.
they keep doing toad arenas. Like every other water is a toad because they just want to kick her out.
I mean she is basically out at this point.
Yeah.
Two things on that. First, if people don't know it, Aqua's a special character where she deals less damage with her ultis versus frogs, but actually does more damage versus Belia. Too bad we never had a Belia since the beginning of this game.
Dude, it's been.
Baldia
I don't know
has
if we've had
died.
one. When was the last time
Yeah.
we had him? Was it even in 2022? I don't
No,
think it was.
No, it was
definitely
even
not.
2021. He's gone for a long time.
We haven't
And
had a
honestly,
dual element arena.
even if he was back, I doubt she'd see use anyways. There's just better. There's a better Aqua for light.
Yeah.
True. I mean,
It's so wrong to put her there, but it probably is.
It looks wrong, but it's probably more accurate than you think.
I mean, to defend her a little bit, back then when Leah dropped, I didn't have Leah at the beginning.
You could still use her.
Yeah,
yes.
I was still ranked 200 something or even 100 something with Aqua and not Leah. So she still can be used if the arena fits her.
You better pray
this
those
current
fame traits
water-
rocks.
I should say this current water, I don't have Leah, and I'm still not using Aqua either.
What's your team
I'm
then?
getting more damage. I'm using the new
Darkness.
Darkness instead, and I think they're about equal, but they're fairly even. But no,
The new Darkness does a lot of damage when she's allowed to ult.
Yeah,
which
she
happens
does.
a lot. Keeps getting slapped because it's the only front target.
I mean, that's pretty much every Darkness, but when a new unit is suboptimal and goes even with Aqua, that doesn't make her very good. So
you say A?
The thing is, Aqua's damage is really low as well. Like even without Toad, her damage is pretty low.
I think it's actually kind of
standard.
I think one thing to keep in mind, this unit is like 1.5 years old, and she still is like equal power level to some new units that are dropping, which is
and
kind
that's
of
why
foggies.
It's more impressive that she's still here. Is that she's so old?
Yeah, I think A tier is good, but maybe as we fill up the list a bit more, we might move her up or down. Not down.
We keep her now for now, yeah, and then go on.
She's not on the same tier as Fez Kazuma, that's for sure. So don't.
Yeah,
worry.
Definitely
true.
not.
Danmachi Aqua.
Well, she's dead now.
Yeah.
Yep. That's about it.
A new collab, not a collab, a new Aqua. That's not gonna be limited for long, I'm assuming. Is just straight up better than her.
Let's try to move every Aqua up. There are so many Aquas. I mean, good or bad.
One more coming.
There was Halloween as well.
I don't even see her. I'm blind. Oh, there she is, next to
Halloween,
Meru.
Up a bit.
Next to Halloween Mia and
like just above Shelter, if you can see her.
Shelter.
Just above Kenpai Mitsu.
Yeah.
Can you say more just random characters on this freaking chart?
Like,
which row? Which row? Just say which row. Like
the same row as.
5, 6, 7. 9.
There,
9
there,
from the
there, there.
bottom.
Yeah.
See, that's way
Connery.
easier. I mean, we
Smash
also
with
get
Connery.
we also get Xmas Aqua rather soon, so that will also be an interesting one, I guess.
Well, we know nothing about her or her element.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Hmm.
We can't rank her yet, but just people know Xmas Aqua is coming. Be prepared. Okay, Halloween Aqua.
well-
I think it's pretty simple.
Yep.
There's nothing else. There's nowhere else she can go, actually.
Yeah.
You're right, Reem. This was where Swado Aqua edition. Okay. Now an interesting one, kinda. What we do
She
with
looks
Anna
good,
Aqua.
but never saw use.
I think it's weird that she never saw use because it's just like God Aqua, but Earth.
But Earth
Pretty
didn't
much.
need a God Aqua, and also doesn't help that her
Hmm.
ults are kind of bad now. By kind of bad, I mean really bad, because they don't do anything.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. She's good as a slot back 1, so slot 4. She can come in, like, give one little bit of gotch up, maybe reset one more round for skills, and that's all she can do to be a good unit. And most of the arenas, we don't have anyone die at the moment. Like, for the accelerator team, we use Onsen Cielo as a heal. For the mages team, we actually used Melissa's ulti too to heal. So backs never came out. If they came out, like for the mage
Melissa
team, we
who?
just used accelerator.
Lolisa
Yeah.
is the way to go now.
Yeah, now we
Yeah.
have Lolisa. Was like the one before them. That's true. But also
And of
Lolisa
course-
also heals.
Yeah. And of course, Vanir is everywhere in Earth, and he basically permanently slows the boss. So
Yeah,
Not
you
too hard
didn't
to
need
survive.
anyone to heal. And she can't even heal Vanir anyways.
yeah,
So just D tier, or do you think C tier?
Her kit looked
Hmm.
like it would be high, but reality is she never saw use. And by that,
I
then
used
she
her
can
2
say she
arenas
goes
or
D
3,
tier.
okay?
And how many times did she come out?
2 or 3 times. But yeah, no, I mean, Erika is decent, but I think she was used the first arena where she dropped. You could use her, and she was used in the teams, but after that, it was just, she's gone. Okay, let's go with release order now. I think the next one was Collab Aqua with Shield Hero.
they all came out so
Yes.
close to each other. But yeah,
They did. They
This
said
one-
9 months of no Aqua.
so this one we've only had one wind arena with.
And she
Yeah,
did
and
see
it's kind
use.
She did, and I think it's kind of a similar situation, like how we couldn't really talk about Kazuma much because we've had new stuff released since the last wind arena. We haven't had to try, and I think it's possible that if Megumin and you all worked in wind, then she would see use there, but we have no way to verify that.
Yeah, and the next wind arena is going to be the arena where Dust and Rin comes, so she
It's
has even less
possible
of a chance.
maybe they'll come out like a few days in, and we could try it then. But,
True.
yeah,
Or maybe you'll just run
Copium.
her at slot 5. Actually, no, you wouldn't. Someone else is there.
I
I
think
think she's better than Naofumi.
I mean, yeah, I think she's the best one of the batch that came out.
I think the one case I can actually see her still being used if it's like really hard mage cock. Like if you can't use Cielo and Rin, you can still use probably Dust for the Red Shred. I think maybe we'll
Assuming
see.
he gets
Or
Red Shred.
Kazuma, then Chris, and then just Aqua like we did with the actual Wind Arena back then. So if it's actually a full mage cock, I still think for now she could see use.
I'm not
She has
optimistic
potential,
about
is what we
Dust
call that. She has a weak
Yeah.
potential.
Copium, guys, okay? It's Copium. Let me...
But
Okay,
There's
what's
remember
more
how
tier?
much switched here? I think that's probably fine where she is.
Above or
There's
below
more potential in her than Kazuma's Fez version.
But yeah, above Kazuma.
Kazuma? Okay, so something like this.
Ranking that in order is going to be a pain when you look at D tier already.
I don't think D-tier needs to be orders.
I think
No.
Megumin will be interesting with different elements into OT2 potential, but we don't
All
know
of
that
them
yet,
indeed.
so... okay,
You would-
next one was Rapper Aqua. That's I don't know, guys. I
That's
don't
the
know
unit.
about her.
I thought she was going to be good, but she.
I did not. I
Hmm.
saw her kit and I was like, fire does not have a place for her. If she was any
Yeah, that's
other
the problem.
element, she
Fire
might
is
have.
so awkward.
Fire is fighting for slots right now, and even now the fire team is really dodgy because it doesn't have all the.
It doesn't have party agility, which is, or sometimes, like some of
It
the top
has
teams.
them if
which
you
is-
run Mia, but then you wouldn't have fire buff, and if you
Yeah.
run,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I
fire's
think that-
weird.
Fast Erika is literally a problem child in that regard, in my case. I think because she would benefit so much from Aqua if she doesn't have the tier 2 fire buff for herself. Because that exists and
Yeah.
she's used, you probably don't want to use Aqua unless Erika is gone. Then maybe Aqua could see use case, but
Aqua would also have a higher chance if Erika, didn't have a self tier 2 agility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Fez Erika kind of sucks, but you have to use her. So
She does so much damage.
yeah,
Her
I remember
skills
us
are
saying
so
like,
tragic.
oh, all she needs is cooldown cut to be good.
I
And then-
melt.
Oh, hello, Mouse.
Oh my god, it's Melt here. Oh.
Okay, which tier should we put her? Still D tier then, or because she has potential, maybe C tier? Don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, I think she's been on the 1K ratings, though I don't know how much
Yes.
of that is of her being never coming out, but she's been on it.
Hmm. Does she have potential? I feel like she would only have potential if Erika got picked out.
I mean,
But
if you have
not-
the what's that Kazuma? I forgot. Overlord Kazuma in C. I don't see any reason why this shouldn't also be in C.
Yeah,
They're like the same
I think that's fine.
low potential units.
And now it's copium for me. Mummy Aqua S plus. Might
Visuals
be.
maybe, but you wish.
I mean, based on the one arena we've had with her, yes. But the next one might change that.
The
And all they have to do is-
moment status doesn't work. She's
Yeah,
not
all
gonna
they have to
just
do is
work.
turn up the blind resistance.
I
and
mean, she
suddenly-
still has a double hit and cooldown reduction. It's not that
But then
bad.
she'll die.
And her healing is almost nothing.
Her healing is certainly
Um,
exists, but it
I
doesn't
mean-
do it much.
There's Iris as well.
Let's
you
see
can do,
here.
like-
With your healing, you have a Arue and a Yunyun, both of which are squishy as all hell. That healing from Aqua's barely gonna do anything for you if you can't blind or bind them.
The thing
Yeah.
there is, like, what they do. Like, for example, Fast Aura is freaking paper. And what did they do? Drop 3 dark arenas where the boss hits, like, wet paper, until they freaking dropped, how's Maple with a damage reduction skill so she can actually survive.
Yeah.
They also did, yeah, before that you had to cope with Amy and Cecily.
I mean, like, if they did a light arena where it blocked every single status, what do you think the team would be? Would you force Aqua in there? Or would you go for Arrow instead? Because I feel like
I'd
you can't run
say-
both.
I say for Aqua, it wholly depends on her versus Iris, not
Yeah.
Arue.
I think still she should be used in that case. I think, like, if the boss actually hits, just imagine her being slot 1, get her ulti off right before she faints, the buff gets transferred to Iris, so Iris has herself light buff and her Aqua's light buff for one big ulti before the buff runs out, could still be a possible rotation or thing to do. Like, the fact that the buff actually transfers to units that are fainting makes her either good as a unit to tank damage and then just faint after ulti, because the ulti also deals pretty good damage, or, just falling off.
Yes, and the backline Iris will get her ult in 2 actions.
Yep, exactly. So there would be
So
one
she
pretty
can
big
heal
boosted
pretty
ult.
soon.
Yeah, so
I mean, I
Okay,
can move her
that's
down to S tier if you guys want for now, but I think with the new tier or
I think we
dropping,
can give her there and think later.
yeah, I think as of right now we don't have a reason to move her down, but like the next light arena, maybe she
We
might
can,
have
like,
to.
yeah, the most we
But-
have done so far is assume where she would be in the future, but right now
Okay,
we
okay.
don't know.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
haven't seen a light arena with status resist.
Only
after her.
just do one thing with Megumin for now.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. Well,
The
hold
cafe
on.
there
Maybe
too.
not. Maybe not the water one so low. Maybe one up for her because
I don't think
think
any
she-
of the megas will ever see use again. The old ones.
really.
No,
I think
because
the water one is okay. Still, just because if you want to charge her ult fast, well, I
The
guess
thing
because
is,
we have gauge up.
yeah, she has no gauge
water
up.
has quite a lot of gauge.
Yeah. Okay, no, maybe
plus-
yeah, she should be.
And you'd charge faster with a lightning one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty speculative if like if they see use. So for now, I would probably just put them into D tier because they maybe see potential, maybe they see use for ulti too. But for now, I think the Megumis with actual gotcha, aka Electro, and the new Earth Megumi just got from Halloween are probably like the only good ones to get the Railgun off ASAP. Like,
But there's
just
also
imagine.
the fire.
Yeah, and fire. But just imagine like with Megumin, you have a Megumin with gotcha and a Megumin with cooldown reduction for the team. So she ports while getting her gotcha up so she can ult ASAP. What will Wataru do for the team besides a slow?
A slow that you don't
Nothing.
need.
That's the thing. Like, I personally think right now, if I had the option to use Megu, I would probably run another Megu over Wataru.
Just run the Halloween
Yeah.
one.
You do Halloween or you do the Railgun one.
I think
Yeah,
the same
both
is
are.
with Wind. ReZero Megu.
Yeah. Put it down where
keep
she
it.
belongs.
Honestly, if you were to use a light mega, you would probably use the Overlord one anyways.
Yeah, I think so too. Because light,
At
you
this
get
current
you
rate.
get your speed up on your ult with light now with Arue. So you like having
And
your own skill.
lately, with the way the waves have been, she's never one-shotting the waves again.
That's
Probably,
true.
yeah.
So, actual D
There's
tier
gonna
for
be a lot
ReZero
of things.
Megu.
Yeah.
It's happening, guys. ReZero Megu is dead. Let's go.
She's been dead for all. Ever since they made it resist full
Yeah,
off
that's
element
true.
in
That's
arena.
true.
She's been gone.
And even
Oh,
before
there's
then, she was
Summer on the third row.
fleeting
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
There's summer. There should be more, I think, right? Yeah,
There's
ReZero.
Anniversary as well.
Overlord. Anniversary's
on
a
the-
3-star.
yeah,
Oh
that.
wait, I need 2, that one, yeah.
Rapper was 3-star, not any.
Rapper was
And
3-star.
oh, you're close to Overlord, just to the right
Yeah,
of your
yeah,
mouse.
yeah,
There. I think that's all of them. Oh wait, no.
I think
There
Like
should
just
be
below
one more.
where all the Amy's are.
Christmas. Christmas and Fairs
Fairs.
right
Yeah.
above and below Komekko.
Oh,
Christmas?
yeah.
Where's Christmas?
Right below
Just
Komekko.
to the right of your mouse. You're
Oh,
like
there,
right
there,
next
there.
to it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Got it.
There's so many. Why is there so? Well, I know why there's so many.
They tried
but
out Aqua to push the Megu population up there. So we have more Megus we will never use. Let's go.
I mean,
Hey,
this
at least
is
the
a better
later ones have
selection.
been seeing use.
I think most of these are at least worth something.
They've
Yeah,
at least been one-time wonders.
I mean, Earth was trash, but after Earth, I think everyone was pretty decent. So Overlord Megu, the only other line Megu we haven't pushed in D tier. What should she be? C tier?
Probably C.
Yeah.
She's better than the other Megus in D, that's for sure.
I mean, Earth Megu,
Christmas,
if they actually do
That's
AoE
a
arena, she
better
could see use.
She didn't even back then.
I remember people saying, "Well, it's just better ReZero."
Yeah, and then
But-
they pushed the change, and
League
her potential disappeared.
trade slots
And
are
then
only for the
the-
team passives, not for character passives.
Yeah, and then the Yunyun in that Christmas banner ended up seeing more use than the Meru
Yeah.
in the end.
The first one's actually
Um,
still okay. I'd say she's.
That's kind of hard to run.
I'd
She
say
could
she's-
be a trait
she's-
slave, but
I'd say actually Fez Megu can be A with Aqua because she actually does still see, like she can see use in fire as just a quick wave in and out because she waves faster than the other Megu.
Yeah, she was on my team last week, so that's
I mean,
worth something.
I mean, yeah, if you didn't have Mia, I think Bigu was like the second team to run.
Yeah, exactly. I used her because I didn't want to grind Mio and quest.
And honestly,
worked
doing a
as well.
very quick explosion and then leaving still does like a respectable chunk
Hmm.
if it crits.
I mean,
as
generally,
well.
if it's not in fire, that's not really worth it nowadays over just charging
Oh,
the
no,
ult of whoever is
definitely not.
back.
Yeah.
But
Like,
yeah,
the thing for me here is to compare Fast Megu to Animegu. Both
They don't
have
have the
different
same
use
use
cases.
there.
Yeah.
I feel like even though they're the same element, there, you could hardly even compare them.
No, like in a
some
regular
ways.
case, you would probably still use Fez, but under like, oh, if there's a debuff block, then you just see this Animegu in every element
Oh yeah, she is the only debuff block unit basically.
that you'll ever
Like
need, yeah.
You don't really use Mia for debuff block anymore. You could, but
Because most debuffs, they only appear once now, which is why you just use this Megu.
yeah, once and on turn 1.
So
I think
I'd
they're
say
both
because
right
I'd
there.
say because she actually has off element use, she can go higher. Like unlike the other
That's
Megus,
true, actually.
she is actually like genuinely good off element and not just a.
Something like this, maybe?
I thought it was
I mean,
the
like,
other way around.
yeah, it's in
Oh, so?
higher. Yeah, probably. Well,
Yeah,
I
those two Fez units have fallen quite far.
feel like first Megumin is better than Kazuma.
Oh, definitely. At least you can see
100%.
use.
But like,
Better than Aqua as well, by the way, guys, these two? Or slightly below?
The other one's definitely better than Aqua, in my opinion.
This one?
yeah,
I'm talking about the debuff block one.
You say debuff block is better than Fast Aqua?
Yeah, because Fez Aqua doesn't see use anymore, and debuff block you will see when they put one in there.
I mean, Koala used Fast Aqua actually off element in Electro Arena.
Yeah, that's because he doesn't have the trait slave.
yeah.
He was still like up to my damage like until like 2 or 3 days before Arena ended when I got a new high score. He was beating me without Trade Slave Aqua, with using Fast Aqua, which is kind of impressive to be honest.
I don't remember what I used the last time it was lightning. Was it still her? I think so.
I think
The last
Lightning
time it
Arena
was
had like 2.
lightning, it was a hard Fizz cock.
Yep.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. But the
Which
one before
means
that,
it
I did
would've-
use her. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
the one before that you used her, yeah. The last one
Yeah.
you used the red thing.
Like the thing for me here is I feel I'm not sure if which one of these two you might use more in a recent arena team.
I mean, you won't see the Megu if there's no debuff block, but the moment there is one, you're gonna see her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's already a more solid niche than what Aqua has.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Which Aqua is just a substitute for a unit you don't have. And I don't think you can call that good if there's another unit that does what she can do, but better on element.
Then how about Railgun Megu?
I'm not sure about this one. I think it's either A or B, but
I don't think she's B. I think she can sit A. Because her party gauge on a Megu is really good. Because you
works in
usually
Earth
want
if you don't
Megus
have.
to get out. But at the same time, she is one of the few Megus that can utilize her new ultimate.
Yeah.
Because she has gauge for herself.
The thing here is, or like what makes me unsure about her positioning is, even though when she drops, people were like, oh, Amiga with self gotcha or team gotcha, she will be used, she's so good for the waves. We didn't use her back then. Like, did we ever use her on elements so far?
I think I did the first time.
I think there was some random stragglers that were using her.
But so far I only saw like 2 times off element for the ulti.
And that's pretty good, to be honest.
I mean, that's still, yeah.
Showing up off element is pretty impressive in the first
I mean,
place.
next arena is Earth, and I'll probably use her again. So
Yeah, if you don't have Halloween Megu, she's gonna be the one you'll be using.
yeah.
So same problem with Aqua, like she's good if you don't have the other unit that does what she does better, I think. Kinda.
I mean, it depends
Pretty
on what
much.
situation you're in. You can't
So-
use her in
Yeah.
Lightning because Lightning just doesn't have the CD cut or gauge to help her use her U2V2.
True. You have other units or roll TC1. Even then, both physical and magical have a tier 2 Rash Red, which is pretty good to slot in, so it's hard to even make her ulti free worth it. So, also then above Aqua because she's off element, or?
I'd just say. Honestly, they're like the same, so you can put them whichever order you like.
Okay, I'll just keep them for that. Bikini Megumin.
This one actually does see use. It did see use actually last time Doc was around. And it wasn't bad use either. It was just not a lot of people had her.
Some people had her in the back as well, like instead of Irons, the most recent one.
Yeah, just for the quick damage and agility, yeah. But she's actually like good in Doc. It's just not a lot of people have her.
I'm not sure about. I don't have her. I agree. So on that regard,
I don't have her either.
I mean, I have her on my second account.
From the statistics and the videos I've seen of Doc, she is pretty good.
Like, do they
Definitely
use
one of the
ulti
better
1 or ulti 2 then?
They definitely don't use ulti 2.
So it's simply just speed up for the waves and then explode.
Yes, because using your agility on Amy is rough because her downtime is insane.
Yeah, that's what I think, or compare her to the other Amy with speed boost.
You use them together. But nowadays, I mean, to be honest, we don't know anymore because Doc got a new arena and a new unit, should I say? And with Maple and stuff, I'm not sure how well she'd hold.
I think if we got a regular Dark Arena, like even if there wasn't multiple enemies in the last stage, it would just be the same. Of like Maple, Arue, and then Chris.
I think that's the thing for me. Like, Fast Chris is just also the speed boost slot as Megumin, and yeah, her personal damage will be better than Chris, but Chris will have the better uptime and better team support than her.
I guess it depends on how well you can clear that wave.
I mean, we have.
With Maple, it's fairly easy.
But then again, waves are really easy now in JP.
Yeah. Oh, you get the waves with like 2 big enemies and you still one-shot them.
Yeah, Maple's damage is pretty insane.
Maple's damage is something. It helps that that arena was AoE.
Quite high, I think.
I mean, even Arue with a second skill can like one-shot one of the 2 enemies, or like one of the enemies in the waves easily. And heck, even with Chris basic, she can basic them to death. Like, if there's debuff, Arue can probably basic them to death.
Yeah.
I'd say she's high B.
Yeah,
high B?
Probably.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Earth Megu or like Halloween Megu. I think personally S.
She has the kit to be able to perfectly utilize her U2V2, but it entirely depends on how many arenas we will be seeing her off element.
What's your opinion, Koala?
I don't have her, firstly, so I'm not sure. But the fact that you can use Railgun Megumin as an alternative makes me less sure about having her that high.
I mean, that's a thing for me why I said S. First off, she can actually probably be used off element because she has pretty good gotcha, and cooldown reduction for a team is always a good side thing to have. Her double hit actually deals pretty good damage if you're in Earth Arena and doesn't get resisted hard. It actually helped really good with the wave clear and her personal gotcha. Like, you could ult really, really fast with ulti 2 in Earth Arena back then. It was pretty good or fun to use her, actually.
Yeah. I think Because when is she likely to be replaced? We're still waiting on any Fez unit. And what?
I don't think we're
It's going to
getting
be
us
Amy and
until
Mia.
a long time.
Yeah.
We've only got Mitsurugi, Melissa, Amy, and Mia left for like the starting characters. And two of
Yeah,
those
and
will be
But we already
I'm
got the
actually kinda
idols,
hope-
for example.
yeah, I'm kind of hoping Mia Amy actually comes after Dustrin.
that would be third anniversary though. They might want to do something bigger.
Mitsu?
Mitsurugi
Yeah,
is
they've
missing,
kind of
yeah.
forced
Mitsu
themselves
for
into a
third?
corner here.
I actually
I
could
mean, it'll
see
probably-
a Vanir pretty soon. Or
It'll let's be real, it's probably gonna be Forbidden Megumin.
Oh, it probably is, but Forbidden doesn't
So-
run on the same schedule, so we don't know yet.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll see. I guess for now she can be. She is
You
good.
can just place all the darknesses in D.
E for darkness.
Yep. Darkness. All of those. Possibly even Fez. I don't know.
I think Fez
You
goes
really-
C.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I,
I think
I
Fez is
have
C.
seen her in times where they hard destroy magic damage, like the 70% one. She okay, but how many times are we ever gonna see that again?
Okay, let's search for other darknesses down here. Shouldn't probably be much, I think. We have
There's Overlord there.
Albedo, yeah.
That's a decent
There's
bit
the
of unit.
second anniversary.
Yep.
And then
OG2.
Rapper. OG2, and also there's Rapper and on the bottom two rows there's Rapper and the new one.
Collab
Yeah.
one.
Collab and...
On the
Last
bottom
row.
row.
Oh. Completely at the bottom, that's why. That should
think that's
probably
all of
be
them.
all.
I think that's all of them.
For darkness,
And if we
it's
missed
ignored.
any, we can.
We can place them back when we see it.
Yeah.
More darkness for DT, let's go.
Do any of these go? Yeah, probably.
I mean, Rapper Aqua and the last news Aqua, I would probably not place in D tier, but maybe Electro even not, but like Overlord and these are both D tiers for me.
OG2 definitely won't have a place in Earth anymore.
Yeah, so she was decent
She
at the
had-
start.
She
I
was
did use her
decent,
once.
and then Accelerator came.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the I forgot the OG2. She's also not good.
Oh, if you're
But this
me,
is
don't
the
you
only
would
one
use
here with.
Accelerator?
She doesn't have self gauge up, which is a big problem for darkness.
She does have.
Which is-
OG2.
She's got
yeah,
cooldown
she
cut.
doesn't.
Yeah,
OG2
cooldown
does
cut and the
party
water damage block.
cut.
Yeah.
I agree with me on
Not
C2 and
good.
her because she has like cooldown reductions, so she could see some use in Electro, or she did see some use in Electro.
If you're using something for the sole sake of CD cut, you would just use Rin, which has 6 seconds.
Is she 4 or
True.
6? The darkness.
4.
Okay.
I think darkness came in also for the water, for the water resistance, to save the team from dying into one arena. I remember using her.
On her release arena. Probably. I remember that
I
one.
mean,
being quite-
we can go down
high
here as
damage.
well.
That one's
Rapid
actually
Darkness.
okay.
We see user. We actually
He's pretty
use
good.
her this arena.
Her damage is very high, isn't it?
Self gotcha plus
I mean-
cooldown reduction, pretty strong combo for darkness.
Yeah. Pretty strong combo for anything.
And Fire just doesn't have either.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing Fire wants. I'm surprised she's not even better, actually.
She's
I think
I don't
it's
better
self
for
gotcha
slot.
only.
Yeah, more.
If it was
She's
actually
the
team
slot.
Only
gotcha, she would
self-gauge.
be good.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
if it was team
But it is
gauge,
still
it'd be really-
it is still 6 seconds, which is a lot.
Yep.
She is a good slot 4 Fire.
Yeah.
Probably the best one, actually.
Which tier do you guys think?
I'd say that's fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Unlike the B tier units, she actually does see substantial use.
I actually want to
Substantial
put her a little
enough
bit
use.
higher. because
I mean, she's
she
used
is
more in
used in
her own
every
arena
fire.
than
Yeah,
Aqua.
she was used more Fire Arena so far, or she's still used in Fire Arena just as slot 4, yes, but that's more usage from me than both Debug Block Megu and Railgun Megu, and Fast Aqua in that regard as well.
Fire just has a problem. And that problem solely comes from Fez Erika having a tragic kit.
Yeah.
Okay,
An unsynergistic kit, actually. That kit's not tragic.
So, Koala, you're the only one I know who uses the Starker, so what's your opinion on her?
Yes.
Tell me.
Oh, she has maybe. She's definitely not optimal, but she's one of the best budget options. She kind of goes even with honestly
She'll
Aqua
only
and
be
Cecily.
good. She'll only be good on the scenarios where the boss only hits slot 1 like this arena.
She does have
In
the
a
fame
regular...
trait where you
Yeah,
can
and
force it to do that. But yeah, the counter is decently strong. It's only like 5k damage in arena, but it's still something. And having basically the same skill as like Lolisa and Leah, where it's the double hit with 10% gauge up, is pretty good. It does a lot of damage. But yeah, overall, water is so stacked. I don't think she can be that high, even
if
though I think
only
she is
she
pretty.
was another element.
Yeah, if she
That's
was like electric or something.
Electric is crying with the amounts of things it doesn't have.
I think she's in B. She's definitely better than First Kazuma, at least.
You think? Like, she has one niche where I can use her, but even then there's a better team without her still. Like,
and that's a niche that
that's
Kazuma
still
doesn't
better
have.
than. Yeah, that's still better than Kazuma.
Okay, yeah, true. I'm still debating with best Kazuma and BQ, to be honest.
He shouldn't even
Yeah,
be
maybe.
B, but...
Yeah, maybe he should go down. Yeah, there you go.
Like, he doesn't have a niche. His niche is a sub, but honestly, being optimized as a sub doesn't make you a good unit.
That's why C is probably better. He still has some
As we
use,
see
but
with a certain other Komekko.
There's a decent amount of darkness right now. In the main team she's also second most popular back one, but it's very close. So
yeah, all the Chris's can go there. Ninja can see you. Actually, Ninja is a solid B still. If you do not have Lolisa, she actually does see the replacement usage,
I agree.
and she is good.
Yeah.
Like, who was it? Bad Cat, I think, was the one who doesn't have
Yes,
Lolisa.
Bad
He
Cat
still
does not have Lolisa.
Chris really good.
Yeah, he got
Wait,
1.9 mil with
I
it.
didn't know that.
He got 1.9 mil with it. He's thriving.
Right. I see. Yeah.
He's such a metal.
You don't even have to. You don't have to move her temporarily. You can just put her straight to S plus and then do the rest afterwards.
Don't spoil her everything. We're not there yet.
One of the rare chances when she might actually fall from S plus, depending on what happens with the next 2 units.
Oh yeah, that's
She'd still be good in other. She'd be good in other arenas still.
She would, but she'll probably fall from a home element. What a timeline we live in.
Again, provided that SumsApp does the air quotes right thing, if you even want to call it that.
I mean, buffing Dust All is a pretty good thing, to be honest. They were really tragic.
Yeah.
Do you see any more Chris's I'm missing? I think that's everything, right?
I think there was just the 3. You didn't get anything for a long time.
Yeah. Wait,
let's just continue.
Oh yeah.
It's a free star.
That's definitely the only 3. That's definitely the only 3.
Okay. So, surprise guys, it's F tier, of course.
Yeah.
Let me just do
and
this
above
real quick.
Aqua.
Definitely.
I mean, that is the top. Nothing else is going to go above.
Agreed.
I don't think we need to discuss.
One's B and one's also B. I'd say they both can't see use.
Yeah, I think probably both and B. Yeah, they're both just okay, but
they both exist and do their job.
I would actually put this one a little bit above because she is a really solid slot 4 for Electro. With her God Job. Coming in, doing God Job, doing, I think, cooldown reduction as well. Was it cooldown reduction? Something else, but she's still a really solid slot 4 for Electro if it's not Fizzcock. Meanwhile, she gets her own arena and still loses to Fast Chris. So she's a replacement, I guess. Same with Ninja, that's why I think that slot is good, but I would put it a little bit higher, but I'm not sure where exactly.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
You think this is fine? Okay. That was a pretty fast round with Chris. Okay, now we come to all the whizzes.
Equally as fast.
Yeah.
I think the only whiz we
That
actually
one
need
can.
to...
I was thinking that
I
one
think
can see.
When
If the other
was the
things
last
in
time
there are
you've seen her?
C.
I feel like it's only putting her up in C just because she used to be broken. It feels weird to have her in the bottom. But when was the last time anyone used?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, I'm looking at the people in C tier as well, and in theory, none of them were really used either. And I was thinking based on the past Fire arenas we have seen. Actually, no, Fire changed a lot. You would not see her.
Well, last Fire arena, you had the 10th place was Aqua with 24 out of 1,000, which means Wiz was even less than that. So
I was thinking, I was like, yeah, Wiz would not see use again. Oh, you're dragging Leah.
It was just like Fire Arena. Wait, I'm still looking for all the whizzes. We actually didn't get many whizzes, to be honest, in recent times. Like we got
Fez and a New Year and an Onsen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is this one.
That's not a whiz.
Oh,
yeah, that was.
That is not a whiz.
They look similar, okay.
On row 7, there's New Year.
Actually, where's Waldo
row
right
7.
now?
Where's Waldo? No, not again.
Oh, wait. Okay, one row down from where your mouse is right now.
And one row above from where that was.
Wait, you...
Just no. Up
by
1. To the right.
Yeah.
And then go back to Yukata Amy and go up and then go right.
Wait.
I've lost Yukata Amy.
Oh no.
Somewhere in the right.
Oh wait, I see what you mean. Okay, move your mouse up 3.
Left.
Yeah, and to the left.
Left. You said right.
There you go.
It was right from Amy.
Oh, from this Amy. Yes. Oh, okay, now I see. I was like an other Yukata Amy. I think it's Yukata.
The better Yukata.
Okay. Yeah, that's all of them.
Let's move them up real quick. Let's talk about them.
You know, it's funny which one here is the worst one.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, she had yours for Mage Block.
One arena?
Yep.
God.
And yes, Melt, only good Kazuma is actually Redford Kazuma still. Kind of sad, but maybe the next one will change it. We'll see.
Well, I mean, Butler Kazuma is good, but not really for the same reason.
Yeah. So Light Wiz, I think she's good.
Definitely
as a
not
one.
D.
She's good.
She's better as a backline. She's better a backliner than Iris is. So she's definitely
honestly,
not
yeah.
Cielo.
She's good.
She does more damage than Iris if she's back.
I think somewhere up here.
Didn't we have
back units?
Since she's come out, I think 2 of the light arenas have been Mage Cuck, which is unfortunate.
Which made her not see use, but actually even then she did see use because the Mage
there were
Cuck
still a
only
couple of
lasted
people,
at the
yeah.
start. And at the end you could come in and nuke something, so she was still actually used even during those times.
How high was it that her skill was getting? It was like...
It was 80-90k,
definitely...
I believe.
Yeah, crit 80-90k.
It's not a crit 80-90k. Crit was like 100.
Oh, was without crit. Okay.
Yeah, it's that strong. And of course she has gauge up to... because it uses gauge. So she can cover it herself.
Mm-hmm.
So, then A tier, maybe?
Depends on what you would rank as the best slot for.
Hmm. I mean, that's kind of what Summer Megumin is ranked on, roughly, because she's not. Well, maybe not.
She's there for the waves and then goes away. Meanwhile, she comes in at the end and does big nukes.
Considering she could do 200k in 2 hits, I feel like that's more valuable than Summer Megumin.
Definitely. Out of the two, she's more useful than Summer Mega.
Is that enough to put her a whole tier up, or just there though?
I honestly say she would be a whole tier up because I think being better than Iris as a backline hitter is pretty good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, looking at the units that's currently in A tier, I don't think she fits in there.
B plus tier, let's go.
Not this.
We can leave her there for now, maybe.
We can leave her there
And
for
see how
now.
we feel later.
New Year Wiz is either top of A or bottom of S.
Before we go to her, short question. We just talked a little bit about like units that are good for waves and that are good for back slots. Like, how do you guys personally rank how much usage a unit has? For example, like, because my mouse just over her, Raftalia Aqua was a unit that you use for the whole run versus a Wiz that you only use, maybe some people actually use it for the whole run, but it's mainly a back unit, and Megu who's only a wave unit. Like, do you think if the unit is excelling at only a part of the run and really good at that, it's better than a unit being generally good but not like excellent?
I'd say so, because the good while excellent thing will eventually get replaced by something else. Or should I say it was replaced by something else already?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just helping me ranking stuff for later. Yeah, Koala?
Yeah. I'm really not sure about that, actually. It's a hard question because you're ranking them on the same list based on different metrics, right? Like, they're good at different things.
That's why I'm
ranking them
asking.
together.
Well, it's just
The main
like, oh,
issue
she's
is-
a back unit.
I can see what you mean, but the comparison against Aqua was not a good one because she already got replaced.
Maybe for first cock, we don't know yet.
I see.
Copium, I told you guys. Copium.
Question is, how does she compare to like the ones in A tier right now? Like, I don't think she's better than Darkness, definitely. But
I think,
like,
for example, Darkness unit is only slot 4. Like Wiz.
I think the difference between Darkness and Wiz, I guess, is Darkness has a higher chance of coming out than Wiz, but at the same time, in Light Arena, if the status is not going to be a thing, then she'll most likely end up coming out. But at the same time, if status isn't going to be a thing, you're probably running Iris anyway, because that means that your first unit's dying faster. And it's not just going to be a 2-hit wonder.
Yep.
I think Wiz is probably okay where she is.
I'd say so.
Okay, let's keep her there for now. We just heard about this Wiz.
I thought
is
they
she
say
above
she's
or below
worthy of
Kazuma?
S. She's below. Oh, actually, because of the existence of multi ones now, she is actually basically equal. Actually, she is better if it's a multi by far, because she's already relatively equal as a one-on-one. So in multi, she would just be a lot better.
I've used both of them. Sometimes even when it's not major or physical, you want one over the other.
Yeah, no, she's still very usable, even if it's
think like
it's also worth noting that her res shred scales and Kazuma's doesn't. So hers is stronger.
So that was just trying to say, we had a Wind Arena where we actually used Kazuma into fainting him to bring in Wiz for more red shred and damage, where we actually
most of the time you use both of them anyway.
So yeah, I think actually I agree with Wiz should be slightly above Kazuma.
Yeah. And both of them might get replaced soon, but we don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what that goes.
See.
Let's see the
There
next
goes
bunch.
another string of DT.
Okay, well,
That
these
one's
two
not
we can have a
D-tier.
discussion
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
Yunyun is pretty interesting. Let me. You can already talk about Big Sis Yunyun, Glasses
Sue
Yunyun, however you
Yunyun?
want to call her.
She's great when they destroy Fizz.
Yeah,
That's
I think it's pretty
basically
much
all there is to say.
it's like a binary decision. It's either her or Misaka, and it depends on if they
Like-
cut Fizz or me.
Her kit itself is actually pretty like meh,
Meh.
if you just look at it, but like with what Lightning actually has, she's good.
It's something you build around because her damage is so high. But she's good because there's no other lightning mage that does anywhere near as much. Because there's no other
Actually-
lightning magic ults.
Last arena, there was actually quite a few people that was running Kempo Rin over Yunyun, and was
Well, I
ranking
was,
higher.
but that's just because I don't have Yunyun. But
Yeah, no, but there was quite a few that was straight up running her despite having Yunyun.
I think
Because the CD cut
she's
just
still
allowed her to
good.
do a bit more. Yeah, she's still really good.
Yeah.
I think the big thing here that we just talked about, I used Rin as well for the cooldown reduction thing, but it was also like the team you're running was pretty limited. Like you had Vanir, we had I think it was Cecily as well, and we had one unit to come in. And if you go with Cecily and Vanir, you need speed boost. So what you run on Cecily, ulti 2, then you don't have a buffer, so you need a buffing ulti. And then it's the thing, Yunyun is good if she can run her Electro ulti for the big nukes. If you don't run Yunyun with her Electro ulti and just for the buff ulti, then you can just run Rin because she's a better support in that regard. Yunyun is good as a main DPS, not as a support. And last arena we used Rin as a support, and that's why we didn't use Yunyun. Or I didn't use Yunyun.
Yeah. So where do we want to rank her then? Because
I'd say she's still A.
I agree with A. I
She's
mean,
definitely
I think,
still
yeah,
A.
I agree.
she should be the same tier as Misaka in my regard, because when there's no CAC, both of them are probably like the same kind of damage. Like the last, was it the last or the one before the CAC? I think when there's no CAC, the last arena we have no Fizz or Mage CAC, sorry. The highest ranking persons actually use Yunyun over Misaka. So Yunyun's damage,
Yes,
if you get the lucky
because
crits, is
actually-
higher.
Yeah, Yunyun
Yeah.
has a higher peak because unlike Misaka, who has lower because she crits every ult, Yunyun doesn't have that, and her crits will crit higher than Misaka's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why
But
we
that
not
is like
same team.
betting on whether or not you're gonna crit her ult.
And like with Union skills not doing much, Misaka is kind of the same because both her
Yunyun's do
skills.
a lot more than Misaka's.
Yeah, because both her skills are buffs that will be covered by something else party wide, which is really annoying. So
Yunyun's skills just what you call a year one unit.
Yep.
yeah, it's kind of just comparing two pure DPS, and one of them is Mage and one of them is Fizz. So
Honestly, the next Yunyun should just be Lightning, so we get something that's not a 2020
Yeah.
kit.
I saw you move her up to S. I don't think she's that high anymore.
Yeah, no. Considering we used Fez
Maple
Chris over
was-
her.
Yeah, we don't have the speed boost, that's true.
Because you've got Maple, who is just way more damage, and then you need Arue because she's also lots of damage and red shred.
If you did this
means
tier
you
list
can't
2
fit
weeks
Yunyun.
ago.
Yeah. There is no room for Union on the team anymore, which was
No.
kind of inevitable, I think, because she's really not got much. It's just that her damage is pretty high.
Yeah.
Yes,
lacking
she's a good
cooldown
support
cut.
unit, but we don't have a slot
Yeah.
for 2 support units, and we need a support unit for speed at the moment. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Speeding and buffing, and Fast Chris is currently the only unit with speeding, buffing, and also cooldown reduction.
One thing
This is-
okay, ignoring cooldown reduction, but Amy would have filled 2 of those had she not been hot stuck to Magic.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, true.
I think it's just one of many units where it's like they're good, but Fez Chris
Something else is
exists.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see the next Union right now on the line. She
First, which
got
tier
out
do you think here? Like, is A
low
fine
A
for
or
you?
high B.
Yeah. I think. How much would she actually use? Oh, sorry.
One arena stat away. Let's see. That's fire. She was at
Ooh,
177.
and that was pretty much all in the back line, wasn't it? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this was an AoE arena, so she would see more use in the backline compared to Eyes in a regular one, I'd assume.
Yeah,
Probably,
I think
yeah.
so. So yeah, she can go low.
Okay.
But at the
This
same
next
time,
one,
you're
I
probably
know,
just
I know. Yeah,
I was gonna say, even if it was single target, at that point you just use Komekko 4th, because she does more damage.
probably true.
It depends on the timing of when a unit comes in, but if it's just for 2 skills, then yes. If it's longer, then... Like, if Chris dies at like 30-20 seconds left, I still think your unit might be better, because she can reapply a buff for the team.
If she charges in time.
Now, if
She
only
might
Amy.
She has a passive trait, with backslot to actually push ultis up.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about. Well, isn't it not herself? It's just the other two.
Yeah, the other
Her
two.
passive trait is such a
All right, yeah. It's so weird.
fame
I haven't actually
trait.
used it.
I mean,
It's
I
a
tried it.
gimmick.
I tried it last Things Arena to actually get one more ulti up from both Maple and Arue. I think it was like even what top people were ranking at the end, running at the end, because or at least a few high people use her, because yeah, ice damage is stronger than hers, but if you get the right timing of the death from from Chris, to get Yunyun in time, it was like one more ulti rotation for free, which is insane with AoE.
I like using on Sim now, but with me.
I think
Okay.
where she is fine.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
put Halloween Xmas down here because she's never used, because we have this one here.
She got
Who is-
replaced, so I wouldn't put
Yeah,
her
she
in it.
kind of did. Because Lolisa is just better.
Yeah, Lisa's not there, so
I would say
maybe
just
see
low B. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
probably.
it's kind of like the
Chris.
collab Chris situation. They both have someone better, but they still function.
Yeah, even then there was also on Cielo with the. There were like 2 teams far off. And
Yeah, no,
Yunyun
it
was
was
one of them. So
it was
even
either
then she was
Fizz
never.
or Mage.
It was Vanir, Mel, and Yunyun, or
Cielo,
Cielo,
Excel.
Mel, and Accelerator. Yeah, and both of them worked. So she was never like really good this unit.
Yeah, and the difference was like 50k between them, which really isn't a lot.
But then now there's one fairly definitive team,
Yeah.
thanks to the new Megumin. So yeah.
Nuke Union, guys. What's your opinion on Nuke
Not
Union?
good anymore.
Yeah.
Probably that, yeah.
Wind is kind of like how fire doesn't have enough utility. Wind has so much that a unit like this
would not
is
appear.
just-
She would have been really good, but then Cielo came, which has everything she has but better. Has more damage and healing actually.
Cielo is singly on her own makes survival just not even a question. Whereas this Union makes it a huge problem because you want her
It
to be a
has
high
the
HP.
survivability with her in it.
Yeah.
I still don't think we should put her in D tier, because it's kind of like, if you don't have fast yellow, you can maybe run her, but like,
yeah,
probably just
well, actually, she
B
can't
or
be
C.
in D tier because as a slot 4, she absolutely nukes.
Yeah.
And that's already more than half the D tier. All the D tiers can say.
True.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. Let's agree. Fast Yunyun.
Oh
Pretty
wow,
high.
I wonder where she would be. Higher than Halloween Meg. Yeah, honestly, S plus works with her. She's basically used every light.
Even with Mage Kag, she was used as a rush red unit because she's so good.
Yeah, the only time she wasn't used was when they did a 70% Mage Kag, and that was when Lolisa could see use.
Even then, I used her to success.
Yeah,
even then you can still use her, and you will like barely fine.
I think it was like 50-50 between her and Lolisa. That's probably mostly because people didn't want to pull for the non-limited.
Yeah, because they probably realized that one arena later, you wouldn't use Lolisa.
Oh, absolutely. By then, the player base is caught on. Like, we get the tricks.
We're having one arena wonders. Which is probably why they reintroduced status as a thing. So that way you can make units only see use once. Oh, the tragedies of every iris. Does damage, but everything else does more.
There was like no iris to move up everywhere
Including
else.
more damage.
He should be so good because lore reasons, but no. Her damage isn't even that good anymore.
I know, when her entire role is damage, but other units do more damage than you, it's kind of sad.
Where's the next one? There is Fast one. That's at least a discussable one. And should have
There should be a Yukata.
Third row all the way on the right. Yeah, there you go.
Let's just check if there was another iris.
Did you get? Oh, you got Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all of them.
Should be all.
That's all of them.
There we go. Let's continue where we stopped with dumping units in D tier.
Into D tier they go.
Honestly, I think she goes
higher.
Maybe.
Do you see the C or D?
D.
She is not.
I've tried. I do have her, and I've tried her, and I was not impressed.
Yeah, because
I just remember her damage.
Cut.
All she has is 2 high HP skills, and even then, it doesn't end up being that much.
She can be a back nuke. She can be a back nuke for Mage Cuck.
I'd say she's not S+. I'd say she's just S.
Yeah. Sorry, I would moved her up to talk about this one.
I don't know if I would even put her like above those guys. Like probably at the bottom.
No, because Light just creeped her out.
Yeah. She might use next Light again, we were saying before.
No, she very well could if status just comes for you. I already know a certain someone here was really unhappy with their status RNG.
Yeah, status RNG is bullshit. I think, for now, I think S is fine because we don't know how much she will be used in future light arenas, but she still has pretty good potential and pretty good ult to go with her kit. So I think she's still good. Like, we even used her once as a slot 4 in, was it Water? Something like that, where one unit dies since he comes in to just do double skills into ulti with her ulti 2 crit.
I don't know what arena it was. It might have been Water. I don't know.
One of the arenas.
It was one arena where I did it actually. Yeah, I don't know which one. But yeah, I think like she's still a pretty good kid. Better than most down here, I think. So I think S for now is fine. But low S, yeah.
And another Shika D comes.
Okay, now first let me remove all of these here.
Right. Your favorite.
Phantom, you have anything to say about Komekko?
Maybe something about like something about like agility stats or dexterity stats or something like
yes. Okay, dex is not that big of an issue actually, but agility.
Dex
the only Komekko that dex comes for is Yukata, which has 65, so you miss skills.
Yeah, even with tier 3 agility. Even with tier 3 agility, she feels slow. You can notice.
The same speed as someone with tier 2.
Okay,
she is a tragedy. Her entire reason why she can't be run is both, one, she has no good ult, which is getting fixed, but two, oh gosh, she's so slow.
That's the thing I just want to talk about. We know that she will get a new ulti. Do you think it will change anything?
Any of the current Komekkos? No.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
The current Komekkos aren't just their ults, their skills are tragic.
There's 2 of them. Well, I guess that we can at least have a bit of a discussion about Valentine's. But
Valentine's
all
actually
the others
on like she actually comes in sometimes.
Third row.
Where is there? This one?
Yeah,
there. The best sub slave. Oh, actually, I have so much to talk about that Komekko. Why is she so tragic? Halloween.
Oh yeah, Halloween. Oh yeah, Halloween. That's yeah.
We have a clear for her.
That's all of them.
Okay, so we have at least one trade slave, 100%.
Another trade. Actually, no, she's not a trade slave.
She can also use speed back. Yeah.
She is a good back line. Like wherever Yunyun is, you can go in about the same place, I think, or maybe a bit below.
You could tell
I'd say
Yunyun here.
higher.
You think higher?
I think
I
Yunyun
think
should be
higher
higher.
because she has a trait slave to attach to it, and Yunyun will get
That's
pushed
true.
out easier.
Yeah.
How high in the
Okay.
A tier you think should she be?
I'd say above Aqua, below Megu, in my opinion.
Wait, you say a unit that gets used every Dark Arena for a passive slate and be a good slot is worse than a unit who has situational use of damage of debuff block?
Yeah, because not every Dark Arena Komekko comes out. Like, more
Well,
often
she
than
will
not, she's just
now.
a trait slave.
Oh wait, come out. Yeah.
More
we
often
have-
than
I
not,
mean,
she
now that
is
you
a
have
trait
we have
slave,
Maple
but
now
she
that you have
doesn't
Maple,
always come out. Yeah, now that you have Maple, she's
Actually, now that
probably
we
a bit
have
rare.
Maple, I would actually maybe move her down here.
We haven't seen yet, so we don't really know, but we can put her
Yeah.
down there if you really want to. She is technically a trait slave. For all
She's a
intents
trade
and
slave.
purposes.
She has potential to come back out, but like current Dark Arena with Maple, we used Ice as a back slot. I think, or I personally
That was
predict that
because it was
Union will be.
AoE.
Yeah, but wouldn't Union be? Yeah, it depends on the timing if Union or she comes out. I
If
think.
it's only 2 skills, she's definitely better than Yunyun.
Yeah. If it's 2 skills, then better. If it's more, then Union is a bit better. So if Union gets the ult off, Union is better. If not, Komekko is better. I think that's how you should probably phrase it.
Just put them next to each other, problem solved.
I mean, we can do that. We can do that.
yeah.
Let's move her up above Union because there's a passive trade as well on top of her. I think that should be good. Okay, and what should we do
The
with
scam
her?
Komekko. The scam Komekko.
You have to pull her because she has the gauge up, but she's bad.
She's so bad. Oh wait, we missed a Komekko swimsuit.
Wait,
Oh.
where's... Oh yeah, true.
She's actually not
Yeah.
bad because I used
There she
her
is, there
and
she
she's
is.
not bad.
Yeah, I saw the damage. She's actually
Yeah,
not
I
bad.
have seen a couple of people fairly high up using her.
She
But
is
there's not many
solidly
people.
either high B or low A.
Yeah.
I think she goes with... I think she goes with Wiz. I think she's pretty comparable
I mean,
to Wiz.
I solidly replaced Accelerator with her and it worked fine.
We ignore 3 stars for now, Rublade. 3 stars are all down here in this tier with the 1 and 2 stars. But yeah, I would put her here. So the question is simply above Wiz or below. What do you think? I think she's actually above.
Because she's actually used.
Yeah, you can
And,
actually use.
not as just a slot for
I think
nuker.
IB sounds good for her. I agree. Let's go with the next
Ah,
strategy character.
another streak of D.
What do we do with Ninja Cecily?
That one's
I think she's
C,
dead
I'd
now.
say. I mean, she's probably dead now,
I think
actually, yeah.
C.
We have Amy
I
and
think-
we have
I
Maple.
think she's low C.
Yeah.
Her competition with Amy solely relies on on whether or not because the last time she was below Amy was because Amy had better role consolidation. Because you needed a debuff blocker back then during that one arena, so Amy saw more use because she could buff agility up and heal at the same time. Cecily can only do one or the other. So that was why at that time Cecily saw lower use. But nowadays you're probably never gonna see her again.
Yeah, that's why I think still D tier because she had her use, but you probably don't see her ever again. What do you think,
The
Koala?
fact that she even saw use is
It's true.
an honor to her.
I'm not sure. I kind of still want to put her like at the bottom of C. Because I still think
So let's put in C
There is-
last. Down here.
there is still some value to like party agility in
Healing.
Dark. Granted, you don't. She's party agility and healing. Yeah, you don't really need that so much with Maple.
And she has much better
Yeah.
uptime when it comes to agility than Amy.
Yeah, I think compared to the other units in that tier, she's still okay. But
I mean, none of the other ones see use anyways, so
Okay.
yeah.
I'd say it fits.
Wait. This
So
next unit.
there's Cecily. Well, there's a few good Cecily here. talk about.
Cecily, no, I'd say it's just Fez
I
at
would
this
love to
point.
talk about the Halloween, the Christmas freestyle because she was actually pretty good, but we're fast
She
now,
was.
so
The one that came for Aqua's right for one arena.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
we have this one is
There's
definitely
Snow.
talking about.
The first sign
There's
of the
Fez.
downfall of Aqua was
On the left.
X-Men Cecily.
yeah. And there is theatre somewhere.
Right there, above the 3-star swimsuit, 4th row. Next to Vanir.
Right down from where your mouse is. Like just below.
Right down. Oh,
Right
that,
below.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Um,
I think that's it,
no,
right?
that's
I
it.
think it's
She
just
didn't get something for a long time now, which is why I'm
Okay.
like, New Year's, please.
So I would put her actually D because
She's
Yunyun
D
does.
now. She won't see
Yeah.
use again. Not
So
with
we have
Cielo. She won't
These
ever see
two,
use.
I just moved them up. Don't worry, I don't put them in D here. But we can talk
How
about
dare
them
you?
better.
Okay.
I'd say they're
so-
both solidly S+ for their element for now. One could be argued to be S, but
Yeah. Because I think
Wait,
I would
not
go
other way
the other
around.
way around.
it's just because Mage Cuck, even with the Mage Cuck.
Even with
Cecily
Mage
stays
Cuck,
the
you will
right.
still use her. Use both.
And
of
when
them,
the Mage
actually.
Cuck goes away, she will definitely be back up. To like
Yeah.
Nessa.
Like I saw
She's
a
just-
guy with 1.9 million with her with Mage
Yeah,
Cup, which is wild.
And even in
Yeah.
Mage Cuck, she's doing wonderfully, to be honest.
I mean, that's the positive of having an actual physical ulti compared to a mage ulti. So only like half
Imagine
of her kit
saying
gets blocked.
this 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I've got a question. Do you think Aqua would be upset or proud at one of her followers being stronger than her in her element?
Proud, probably, just because she is allegedly a forgiving soul.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
But I think actually this sounds pretty good. Like she's still used in every Electro arena. It doesn't matter if Fizz or Mages for now. So she's at least S. And
She's more S than the other S's, to be honest.
true. Which place did we put her? Like, is she above Yunyun, Aqua, or somewhere else? Or
I'm gonna be honest, she's
I think-
above Aqua. I'd say Aqua should be
Yeah.
at the bottom of S plus.
like this?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Because there's no way Yunyun's below Aqua.
Yeah, I agree. I think Yunyun's damage, or like the Yunyun is showed that she can be consistently used in lightning. Aqua still has to show that. So for now, I think this is the better way.
And the
yeah.
moment a Fizz Cuck comes along, Aqua's disappearing.
Probably, yeah.
Unlike Yunyun.
I mean, you could probably use it with Belia, like Suicide Aqua coming in, using her ulti once, and then just sayonara.
By the time you get your ult up, that thing is already having a damage cut on it.
Yeah, okay.
That'll take so long to charge. Oh,
Let's
Arue
go
time.
with Arue.
We love these streaks
Yeah.
of D tier.
There's two arrows that are worth talking about, just two of them. And it's the two newest ones.
We have this Arue.
Xmas is what you call. What were they thinking?
Yeah, that was just...
She
She's
had
forgettable.
she had the agility and she had the shred. Sounded so good until you saw the actual stats on it.
I think that's all Aurus, right? I don't see anything else.
That should be all of them.
Yeah,
Let me do
okay.
a check on the tier list as well.
So let's just do this,
Yeah, that's
and
all of
let's move these two up for talkings because
If Cecily is not in S+, I don't think that Arue is either.
something like
That
this
one,
again.
that one's up there, yeah.
Halloween's arrow's damage is very high. It's higher than Aqua's in light. Not by much, but it is.
She's higher, and honestly, she probably has more chance of mainstay than Aqua. That's why I was kind of iffy about Aqua being S+ in the first place, because I was thinking Arue was kind of just better than her in her element.
Yeah.
I mean, there are
I
rather
think-
replacements for speed buffs in light compared to what Aqua does, but I agree that Arue's damage was higher than Aqua's for sure.
Yeah,
But I
none of
also
the
don't
other speed buffing like are anywhere near as good as Arue is.
See, here's the thing. Yeah, Aru has high damage and speed buffing, and Aqua, if status says lol, then Iris is just gonna end up performing better than her, while no other agility buffer is gonna end up performing better than Aru.
Big Aqua is still a big question mark for me. Like, we need to use her in other arenas to actually rank her properly, because, as you said, how much does she do with debuffs? How good is it actually to make her, like, go in, ulti, and feint? Is it possible? Is it bad? We'll see. Same with Arue, actually, for me, because, yeah, she's a speed buffer and she does good damage. There are other speed buffers out there as well for lightning, like, for example, Raftalia. If it's like a mage cuck again, will you see Arue? Probably not. So I think something
I say they do just well right next to each other.
Yeah, I think this is
Yeah,
the
they
next scene.
do. They kind of good and also
Bad.
potentially bad for the same reasons.
Above Cecily or below Snow Cecily? I think I'm below,
In
because
terms
Snow
of
Cecily actually.
versatility, definitely below.
It's so weird that Snow Cecily is
So good.
but she is. She shouldn't
I
be.
think that Cecily is really good just because she consolidates a lot of roles
Yeah.
in lightning.
The fact that she has the lightning buff on top of the speed boost and or buffing options she has just makes her really good.
And some side healing. Not a
Yeah,
lot of it, but it exists.
To be honest, the healing with Chimuska is actually really good. Like, if you Chimuska her a little, she actually heals a lot with the one skill. Let's go to the third tragic character beside Dust and Komekko.
Honestly, at this point, I put all of him in D.
Like, the only one I could see is this one.
Well, Kempo as well.
Kempo just got pushed out.
Kempo. That's true, yeah. Kempo is actually dead again. He was good for a long time, but it's kind of dead again.
Just about okay.
He was good until he wasn't.
Maybe we could be nice to Mitsurugi and just put him at the bottom of C. Or...
Yeah, we can do that for him, I guess.
I think that's all. So, where's Kempo?
I don't see Kempo.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Where? I'm blind.
On the row 6.
Literally at the first one. On the
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Oh, you passed him.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is
literally where's Waldo at this one.
What do you think about this one here?
I mean, okay, I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think he's good. He has not even seen use in the one arena that's designed for him.
Yeah, I don't think, and as a result of that, he's not ever.
I don't think he's good.
Yeah.
Lolisa's just better, more damage and better buffs.
Okay, then down to here you go. Dust. Let's talk about the positive side of Dust. Fats Dust is coming. What are your expectations for his kit? Let's talk about this again.
All he needs is either shred or CD cut, and he will be good.
That's why I think he's probably not going to get either. Because we said the same about Erika. He needed like CD cut or something.
Yeah, it's a toss. It's a okay. So all they need between Dust and Rin, both of them, is either of them to have a shred, and either of them to have a CD cut. And I think with all the options you could possibly be putting onto a unit, I think one of them is gonna have one.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember he also gets new ulti effects, or his ulti gets changed, his ulti 2.
Yeah, I was accounting for that because he now buffs agility, which means they're definitely trying to make him replace Chris in a way, and to do that,
it does feel like they're setting it up.
Yeah.
Because if you just give him cooldown cut, then between him and Rin, they cover everything that Chris does.
And they'll probably end up doing more damage because power creep.
New Fairs versus old Fairs.
What do you think about Butler Dust, by the way? He had
never seen again, so bottom of C.
Yeah, one time was
like,
okay,
should it be D tier or C? That's the only question I want to ask. C tier or D?
Honestly, I'd say he's C. Like, someone can cope and put him as a slot 4 to give her dark buff. That I've seen that happen, and honestly, it's not the worst thing I've seen. But at the same time, it won't work. Actually, no, I lied. It won't work
Yeah,
with the new units, 'cause both
Maple
of
and
them buff,
Arue, they
both of them
both buff
self-buff
themselves
dark.
tier 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
never
there's not
mind,
really any point.
that unit's dead.
Yeah,
That
I
would
would
be
give
good.
it.
Sorry,
Wow,
Dust.
look at Dust.
Default Dust, let's go. Wait, okay, now we
think
can actually confirm it.
At the very least, he's consistent.
Consistently
is.
bad.
And the ult buff will not save any of those.
100% not. Okay. More copium with Rin.
At this point,
He's
default
still kind of
trash.
bad. But there's only two worth talking about, which is Tempo and School. But I think even School is
School is
C.
School is dead,
School
I think.
just got replaced by a better mage.
Who does way more damage.
Because she doesn't even use her ult in light anyways. So Arue is just better.
Like, Tempo Rin as well.
I think
Literally the
I
only
think
one
School
worth talking
Ring-
about is Tempo.
School Ring goes in C still, I think.
She's definitely C. If you wanted to use her, you absolutely can.
Let's move her to C first. Okay.
But Tempo might be higher.
This one
Oh,
first.
Yukata is bad.
That one's in
I
D.
used her once, and it was a very weird team.
I remember I saw a video on that.
I never used it, that's why I was asking, because I have no idea about her.
But yeah, she is bad. It was just that one time.
I think she should be like somewhere around A.
Low
because
A,
she's-
high B.
Yeah, something like that. Wait, compared to Komekko?
Well, you actually saw substantial use on that Rin compared to Komekko.
That's
Komekko
true.
was... I think the reason also why was very little people actually had that Komekko.
Yeah. No, I think still agree. In the Mage Kak team, Rin is really good still. So I would put her at the end of A. Oh, Leah!
Actually, Leah saw a little rise.
I think
she can be a high C.
Rip fast Kazuma, get replaced by OG.
Oh my god.
I used her once. Someone asked if there are better Fez subs than Kazuma in chat, by the way. Which is yes. Chris is better. Aqua's better. Leah's better. So is Yunyun.
All the gauge ones.
And Erika has
it's
the
the
same.
sole reason why that Komekko was worth a pull. Because she's one of the few 4-star gauges. Except for some reason, they made it the exact same value as a 3-star. She is a literal scam. Like, it should have at least been like 3% magic damage and 15% gauge.
I'm not blind, or where are the Leahs? Or do we have only these two? No, we have casual Leahs.
There's a casual, right? There's a casual. 5th row on the right.
There, yep. Good, this should be all.
Should be all of them.
So, Light Leah had his use case, but I think she's dead now. Max is C, but I think she's good for cabbage hunt.
Casual Leah.
I think she's still good.
Yeah.
I think she's
okay.
still good.
No,
so we saw. Actually, fun thing with casual Leah is if you don't have Fez Cielo, a team with casual Leah, Wiz,
rank 1.
and was it rank 1?
It was rank 1. Actually, the team was rank 1 for a time.
I just remember that it was competitive. That's what I remembered. So it's actually pretty good.
I mean, it's just a party element buff kind of thing that's carrying her, but
also the counters still at least some bonus damage. Same with darkness.
Yeah.
Made Leah S, and I'm not so sure about the other one.
I think
she's either
S should be
or S.
I think she goes up for. But I say that as someone without her who's just struggling most of the time. This arena has been okay without. I mean, fine without her, obviously, but I still think she should go.
So
Who do you think out of the three like idol first units is the best?
Cielo.
I think it's probably Cielo. Yeah.
Cielo, yeah. I mean, Leah has high damage. That's all she has compared to her OG version.
So the gauge out.
Hey, that gauge sub is important.
Yeah, she's good as a sub, yeah, but as a main unit, I talk simply about a main unit. Compared to her other Leah, it's just she does more damage. And that's why she's good, because she has so
That
high
10%
damage
gauge
output.
usually allows for an extra Cecily ult.
Could be, yeah, yeah. But like her kit is decent. Like, but back then everyone was like, she's kinda weird for a fast unit. So I'm not sure if I would want to put her
because
in...
one of her skills is the exact same as a Valentine's 3-star Leah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna be bad, and then I wake up one morning on Monday
Bad
and I see
damage.
people doing like 800k with her alone. And it's like, oh,
The power of double hit.
How high is, by the way, OG is Leah's damage? Do you guys know that? Compared to Fest?
Oh, I
Like
probably have a
500.
screenshot on my phone. Hold on, let me see if I can find.
Just like for ranking
400
purposes,
to
like how much
500.
damage?
Oh well, how much damage was Leah doing in the like AOE arena where there were multiple enemies?
I can check my YouTube video. Like,
Yeah,
for now, my highest was with her around 569k, but she was front tanking and didn't have the water thing, so I think she could do like up to 700k at least.
I don't think I actually have a screenshot for OG.
From my memories of every water arena ever, the distribution always was 800, 500, 500.
Yeah. But yeah, Sita is fine for her. And looking at this, I think Leah might be the best character overall.
You think she's the best character overall? Interesting.
I mean,
her ultis are really good, yeah.
She's got something in S+, S, and A, and C. I think that's more than anyone else has outside of like D tier.
OG unit's higher than D tier.
Yeah.
It's gonna be higher than every unit ever. Every other OG unit, she's definitely the highest one.
You think Faslia should be S+ or highest A? S?
I think it's close, but
it's really close. Let's just put her bottom
she's
of
like,
S+ for now.
Yeah, she's like 950 out of 1,000, right?
Casual,
and if it was an AOE arena,
where would you put her? Is A fine for you guys? It's hard for me to rank with the last slight wind damage.
Okay, so I think she didn't have that many uses from memory.
She's definitely not like optimal, but she could be. She's still good in the back for optimal teams.
I don't remember the last time we had a wind arena at this point. It's been so long ago.
It was ages ago, like a month and a half. But
here we go.
I mean, the best team was Cielo, Kazuma, and Chris, right? She could be
she only had like 150 something, so
probably somewhere in B though.
Is it B?
Is she better than Arabian Union? I think is the question.
She was better than what?
Yeah, she's better than Arabian Union for sure.
Then I think in B tier, but above him somewhere.
Arabian Union was actually used more as a slot for
maybe around Aqua. I think maybe that could be a thing.
Yeah, I
like
think
the team back then, it was either like you use Leah or you use Aqua.
Fun because Union saw more than both of them as a slot 4.
So should you be higher than this one?
Just put them all together in the same bundle.
Yeah, they can be the backline wind tier, and you just pick one.
Yeah, pick one of these; they'll all work.
Okay. Then we come to Cielo.
There's only two worth talking about here as well, I think.
The other idols. I don't.
Oh,
Is that
you're putting the
two?
4-star. You're putting the 4-star in.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
was just like D tier.
Well,
D
they're
tier,
going
D tier.
to D anyways.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter much.
I remember when I
Summer
saw on your
Cielo,
tier
the
list.
tragedy. Summer Cielo, the tragedy.
Yeah.
Okay, we have this one and school. Where's school? There's school.
Just there's onsen as well. Oh, actually, there's three worth talking about. I forgot about onsen.
Oh,
She's
onsen
the
exists
fifth
as
one.
well. Yeah, true. I forgot that.
I thought the one you
Fifth
forgot
row-
about was school, not onsen.
I was thinking about school, but yeah.
I
know
was
what
not
you
thinking
do,
about
so.
school because I was like, school's not that useful anymore.
I used the mages team on Earth, so I didn't use onsen Cielo. That's why she's not in my head, to be honest.
I think wherever Yunyun is, she's in about the same place, and that she's been replaced, but still probably just about functions. Because she kind of was the same before, even then.
Make them here so I can move them up.
Long tier list.
Yeah, that's a lot of units are in this game. It's kind of crazy. Is it kind
Let's
of
put
with
her next to
Rin?
Yunyun. Oh wait, with her, yeah, with Rin, definitely.
They drop together,
Yeah,
and I think
probably.
they're kind of like the same.
And then
We have
and
this
Tez
two
can
and
just
two
go.
top up there above
Tez
here.
is just. Is she above Arue? She might be.
I'd say she
don't
is
know.
above Arue.
There's
In
really
terms of
not
the
anything
idol.
bad to say about her, is there? Like,
There is.
it's not like Erika or Leo where she has some kind of awkward skills.
The only bad thing you can say
Yeah.
about her is if only her win buff was
Team.
team for tier 1 instead of self for tier 2.
That would be a bit much, I think.
I mean, yeah, she's already extremely strong.
God, Wind is stacked, guys. Wind is so stacked as well.
Wind is really stacked. We just need
Wind
to
is
see
stacked?
it, actually.
Water
Well, we
is
get
just
few
as
more.
stacked, to be honest.
Yeah, but we get 2 more wind units. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and I don't think we're getting any more waters.
Yanni, can you ban him, please? Thanks. But I think still Cielo should be really high. Like, I think it's hard to debate with Arue because it is kind of the same for me. Like, both are strong in their element and probably that's it, but they are really good at what they do.
I feel like
Thanks, Leek.
could either of them be replaced is the thing, and who would be replaced more easily after those two? I feel like Cielo is more solid. Like
You
in
think
wins.
so?
In terms of the amount of
I do,
replaceability I've seen in teams, Cielo is actually the easier one to replace and win.
That's what I think as well. Like, Arue has Rashford alone plus dark damage ulti and dark damage up for herself. Like, Arue is a selfish unit that is designed to be a selfish unit. Cielo is normally a team supporter, which just got so cranked up on her skills that she's self-damaged. Like, what does she for the team besides the gotch up and the healing from her ulti and the damage reduction?
That's a lot. You said, what does she do for the team besides keep them alive,
Healing
outcharge their
and
role?
gotch,
Which is
yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
But Fastcris, for example, is doing 3
Never
things. Cooldown
underestimate
reduction,
healing.
speed, and buffing.
She does more for the team than Arue does. But I don't know, I think she's fine where she is.
Let's
It's really
keep it
just
that
this
way.
question of above Arue or not.
Wait, let's do that so the idols are together, you know, because I know where Erika comes.
Erika might be down.
Yeah, I think Erika's actually down here somewhere. But
I
yeah,
mean, her damage is very insane that you don't ever
Did you
want to actually
move?
replace
Did you move on
fast.
Cielo?
Oh, on Cecily, yeah, true, forgot. Where's she
It's
there?
still S tier, where she shouldn't be.
She
She's
should be
right next to
around
Yunyun
where.
on B.
Yeah,
B.
Right
like
next
at the
to
bottom
Yunyun?
where
Here?
Railgun
Railgun
Union, because they're
They're
about the
both-
same function.
Yeah, they're both just tier 2 agility buffers and
Both got replaced by
Yeah,
Lolisa.
yeah. She's usable if you don't have Lolisa, but
both got Lolisa.
So 4-star Erikas. I mean, fire was actually used, so maybe also like low C tier.
You'll
was
I
never
use
see it
Lady
again
Erika.
with Fez.
I used her for a long time, but yeah, you'll never see her again.
With Fez
Yeah.
around, there's no reason why you would use that one anyway.
Same with Leah, to be honest. Leah still C tier.
I mean, unlike
Yeah, that's true. I think she can go at the bottom.
Where do you think she should go?
definitely bottom of C.
Bottom C, okay, yeah. Campo, Rip.
I think the only difference between Erika and Leah is Leah's team wasn't a meme.
What about swimsuit?
Because even with
Ooh, what about
a swimsuit, she has a no. I was gonna say she has a chance
was
at mage,
good.
but then she literally weren't anymore.
She got replaced by 2 units actually. First we had the collab speed boost, and now we have Cielo
The
and
other
Cecily.
collab.
Like there are
Yeah,
3
but no, she
speed
got replaced by
boosters.
3 things.
Okay, down to D. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
was
she's
gonna
just
say,
worse.
like-
Sally is just better. By
Yeah,
far.
if Sally didn't come, I would have said maybe for her because you would have maybe both Leah and her traits, fame traits, might have potentially done something. But Sally came.
If this Erika.
Is there
Still
another
That's
Erika?
Halloween.
Oh, yeah,
Halloween.
I don't remember.
6th row
Oh,
in the middle.
I think that should be it. I think Fast Erika is for sure not D tier. What about the other 2, to be honest?
I actually think both the other ones can be very low C.
I think so as well, yeah.
Unlike the other Erikas, I have actually seen them get used.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
And her high A
Top of
or low S?
or
I think
low S
put her at the top of S. Just to
I actually
like,
think
she is
that
worse than the
Erika,
other two.
despite the fact that she is worse, she is just as irreplaceable as the others in Fire because her damage is so insanely high.
Yeah.
So like
Oh,
while if we go on the metrics of kit, she is worse. If we're going on team building, you're still going to need her every Fire arena if you're gonna place high. Because her damage is significantly higher than every other unit in Fire. So I'd say she works fine in S plus.
He really doesn't have any competition for damage in Fire.
No,
like,
she
the next
doesn't.
strongest is like half how much she does.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, because currently if we're talking about a tier list, and that means we have to think about what is currently here or what we already know is coming. And based on that, Erika has no competition and she is by far at the top for Fire.
Yeah, okay. We can put them all together. They do kind of have the same sort of function in that because they have the elemental ults. There's like not really anything else you can use.
The old queen.
Rip OG. We have actually wait. I'll do this for a second as well. Trade slaves, because she's double trade slave. I mean, you can also use her as a back unit, actually, kinda.
You really wouldn't want to.
Probably, yeah. She is 100% down there. She is there another Melissa? Yeah, we have this one to rank, I think, and
that's all.
I think
that should be all. Yeah,
it's definitely all.
Yep.
Let's
move them up.
Well, Onsen is kind of in a weird place right now.
Onsen kinda got cucked by Megu.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even show up as a slot 5 either.
The one arena where you actually get a slot 5.
Yeah. Like, even if you put her slot 5, she's never coming out in an optimal game anyways, so... I'm not too sure.
I think she can still go in, like, high A, but she's definitely not as good as she used to be.
I mean, if there's an AoE arena, she's gonna do more than Megu.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I agree with A. I'm more like middle of the pack A.
Yeah, that's fair.
Somewhere around here. Like, she has use cases, but there is now kinda a better unit, but we also don't know yet 100%.
That one is just you can only use her in physical arenas and only when she can die easily.
Yeah, she's very awkward to use. The payoff is huge, but it's really hard to get it to work.
She's better than Fast Kazuma for sure, but like,
Yes.
I
A
think
lot of
somewhere
things are
here,
better than
top
Fast.
C.
Hmm.
Hey, a
maybe
lot of
low
things are
B.
worse than Fast Kazuma, okay?
I think she's low B, honestly, because honestly,
Yeah.
compared to
Low
the
B?
C tier units, she has a niche, and we'll see if that niche is applied.
She has
Yeah,
seen like
yeah.
top level use fairly recent. Just because the last Lightning Arena was Fizzcock. If it
Hey,
wasn't, she'd probably still be like more
I don't think
used.
she would see you. She's strictly worse than Cecily as a buffer if you can't
But her damage was pretty high.
stack her.
Yeah.
I think her damage was pretty high, wasn't it?
For Melissa's.
Yeah.
Melissa's wasn't that high,
Hmm.
no. It was
Wasn't?
actually extremely low. It was literally lower than Cecily's.
Okay.
She was
I had
just
a
there
higher
for
damage in my head.
She's there for
Hmm.
the buff, which makes her
Yeah.
teammates damage higher, but her personal damage was not good.
I think she's fine there, like at the bottom of B. Because she's useful, but not.
She can see use.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just depending on when the next time we will see her.
So let's go with Mia. Mia's a kind of interesting
Oh.
case with like Ainu Mia at least. Like
Ainumia has jumped up and down the tier list like 3
She
or
really
4 times.
has. She's gone from S to not S, back to high A.
She was good when she came out, then she kind of dropped. Then people started using her to block debuffs. Then Anniversary Megumin came out, and now she's being used again. It's like
these are all the Mias.
And all that because Erika's kit is sad.
yeah.
So I would put all of these down here in D tier, and I would talk about these two, I think. Because I don't see these two in D tier.
Honestly,
Well, I mean, last time
until
there was a Dark Fizz, there wasn't Mia still wasn't even used.
Mia was used,
well,
I think.
I think
Was
up
she
until
really?
Maple, she was like still the best Dark Fizz unit. But now
I didn't.
Maple
Okay,
exists.
I guess I just didn't see enough people using her.
I think
But
like
with
C
Maple
tier is
coming
fine.
out, I'm not too
I
sure
still think
about.
like very bottom of C, yeah, but she is not bad.
And that
Mia?
one's definitely high, probably. Higher than Darkness.
It's so weird that she's so good, but
Yeah,
she is.
kinda.
She's going up and down.
Middle of the pack right now. That's a good place for her, I think.
But the next one we won't have such good thoughts about.
You know what? 2 Dark Arenas ago, before Maple, there was Ainu Mia 600 out of 1,000, and like no PJ Mia.
Yeah,
Which
that
is
was the debuff luck one.
Yeah,
And that
but
one,
that's just
she
because
actually
Dark
wasn't.
needs agility block.
Yeah, she actually wasn't best in slot there, but there wasn't a lot of people that had Amy, so if you didn't have Amy, you would pick her.
Yeah.
Okay, so you agree with
Speaking
the
of
current
Amy,
ranking? Let's
Yeah.
go to Amy, yeah.
Oh boy, Amy.
Poor Amy, poor
oh
Amy.
Amy. If only they would give you a good ult. And
Well,
honestly,
since
just
they buffed
yeah.
us, and they buffed us in the lead up to Fez Dust, so they might do the same for her. I
I
wouldn't
was
be
just saying,
surprised.
wait for Fast Amy. Wait for Fast Amy's time to shine.
Her ult too, in general, is really sad. Both of them.
Hmm. It took me months before I even saw the animation for the first time. And that's just because I was making the tier list and we wanted to like record it.
Second line.
Yeah. I think that should be it.
That's the one that actually has a discussion.
I would also
Kind of
talk
the
about
only
Electro.
one.
I would talk about Electro as well.
I wouldn't. It's just worse than Cecily.
Yeah.
And if you're
People
gonna use
her.
her, well, you weren't
People
anymore because you
use
just
that a
used
little
OG2
bit.
Chris.
Like,
I mean,
if
yeah,
you...
but OG2 Chris does everything she does, but better.
I mean, I'm not
Not
arguing with
horrible,
high, but
but-
like maybe also slow C tier.
I mean, yeah, low C tier works with her. She's definitely not as bad as the rest of the D tier A.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. And this one, where would you put her? I have no idea where I should rank her.
B. Right, like literally along Cielo, because they're the exact same.
Honestly, yeah. Because they got that one arena with Amy, and now that Maple is here, and you need a physical attack buff,
And
you
Amy
can't
can't
get
do
that
that.
from her.
They will most likely, they probably will include some kind of physical buff for her. Or maybe
Yeah.
maybe they'll buff Mia's ult to give magic, who knows? But they're gonna have to have some way of pairing Amy and Mia together. And with the ults they have, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of them has attack buff and the other magic attack, which is
Interesting,
tragedy.
yeah.
And I mean, you probably want to use the Earth ult on both of them anyway, so...
Yeah.
Looking at their Earth ult, one's a slow and the other one's not even worth
Well,
talking about.
Or maybe, you know what, they'll probably... They don't need to give either of them a buff because you have Lolisa.
True, Lolisa works. And she's a tier 2 agility buffer.
Yeah. So, is it Meru now?
Wait.
The onset
Wait,
Meru and the
there.
swimsuit Meru. Meru's units after the first one have just been so unremarkable.
Agreed. Like, how strong OG was, it's kind of sad that every other one is kind of bad.
Onsen is next
Oh,
to
Yeah.
fourth line.
I'll move her up as well for now. We need to talk about her.
Well,
No
one of
idea
them
if
is in the right place already.
Yeah, one of them is in the right place.
This is the right place, but like, is any one of these out of D tier?
They
I mean,
should
the
all
Maid
be.
Meru was good for the first arena she came out in, but that's it.
I'd say both swimsuit and maid are probably bottom of C.
Sorry, can you repeat that? So which one is C?
I'll say both maid and swimsuit are bottom of C, and the other one's D.
I've tried to make Onsen Meru work, but she doesn't.
Let's see how she would.
Yeah.
I think this looks fine, yeah. This looks fine.
Wait, what about OG?
OG Meru is not B.
A bit low there.
Oh yeah, I
just
forgot to move
just
it
a
up.
tad too low.
Wait, tad too low. Better.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think she's like definitely S somewhere.
She's debatably above or below Cecily.
Yeah.
I think that is good.
I think Meru can be replaced in mages with Vanir. That's why she's
Yeah.
slightly below Cecily, but
I feel like someone with like double hit and red shred or something would replace her.
I mean, the good thing about her is her ulti is also electric, and speed boost tier 2, which is also pretty valuable in the current team, so...
She has all the buffs you want on Lightning.
Yeah.
They should make the next Yunyun Lightning with red shred. I think that would be fun.
They really
because
should.
you don't need an agility buff because you have Misaka.
Well, they just
but
I mean,
it doesn't do
Yunyun's
It would with
still waiting for U2v2, so she has plenty of ways to go.
That's true. But yeah, for now Meru is good, but she could be replaced. Anyway,
Let's just move these in here. Let's talk about Vanir.
Another one of the
kind of
units where I
similar
feel
to
like, yeah, all the
He's-
units after release have kind of just either fallen off extremely hard or were just not good.
I mean,
Yeah.
his ults actually
That-
saw some uses. Not gonna lie.
I don't think any of them have, apart from the apron one, have never seen use.
Wait, I used Vanir
That
Wind
the
when he
year
released.
one definitely got a
Yeah.
lot of years.
And
Actually,
Electro,
I'm
of
looking at
course.
this. I think I might have actually
Since
forgotten to put apron on there. I don't see the apron Vanir anywhere. Oh
Uh,
wait, no, you moved him. Okay, I didn't see.
He's
Was
in
it?
there.
You missed
you
Summer.
missed
You're still down
Summer.
there. On the left, on the
Oh
bottom.
yeah, Summer. I forgot he exists.
He's okay.
Another unit that is
Okay, let's
pushed
start
out of
with
rotation.
OG. Probably somewhere around here as well.
He
I'd
might
say
even
Adam,
be
definitely.
like.
I think the highest S.
He might even be the bottom of S plus, maybe.
Nah, because the
I mean, accelerated does what he does better, kinda. Like in
He has a
physical teams,
he
uses
has a
more-
trait that he's never leaving.
Yeah.
So,
and
they
even
say S
then, the
plus?
difference between I'd say just S, like the very top of S.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I think he's C. Like, he has some use
Literally.
cases.
He was really good. He fell off.
He was really good, and then Wind came along and said hi.
I remember in the New Year event, I got Wiz and not Vanir, and I was kind of upset about that.
You
But
can
now
still
I'm
use
not.
him as the back. Actually, no, not even as a back slot. You would want to use him anymore. He's just not good.
Because he got gauge up, and Cielo does that and a lot more.
Yeah, we can use him D tier, I think. He should probably.
This one though,
The-
it's like Mage Cuck exclusive. Oh, Fizz
I
Cuck
wouldn't put
exclusive.
up here. I
but-
think up here.
I disagree because Rin actually got used a lot more than he did, and he even then was pretty on par with Meru during the conditions of a Fizzcock. So I don't really think he deserves to be A. Because let's say Ninja Melissa, she actually saw optimal use during a Mage Cuck under a certain condition that filled her niche. Vanir doesn't actually have a niche that he can fill that a Meru won't just be able to match.
I mean, he's still slightly worse than her, even with the Fizz Cuck. It's kind of like comparing Onsen Lolisa to Fez Yunyun, right?
Yeah. It's a
That doesn't
serviceable
compare very
shredder.
favorably.
It's a serviceable shredder.
I think
So-
there is okay. Somewhere.
So low
around.
B.
I think low B is okay for him.
Okay. Koala not happy or?
I'm not. No, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That one's D.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never
yeah.
saw use once.
So is
that
Apron C, I think. Like, he was
With-
used for one arena, but like, maybe
He
we
wasn't
did.
even used for that arena.
I don't think he's gonna get used again.
He literally, it was either Mia or Megumin. Vanir wasn't even useful during his prime arena.
I feel like now that you have Maple, you would definitely just run.
Yeah. I mean, he was good for the one arena he was there, but a lot of people didn't pull for him because it was a bait banner right for another big banner, so not a lot of people actually had him.
I mean, if his debuff block is pretty worthless, and the only thing he has is gauge, and if you want gauge, you just run irons.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Then Fire Ranger.
He's
C.
alright. He's definitely
Low
not
B
as bad as
or
the B.
high C.
Together
Because
with
he's
other
got
units?
I mean, it's another thing with fire, where it's like one or two things you need, but not enough
he
to
has
cover
he
everything.
has,
Like,
yeah, he has a CD cut and a damage cut. Could see use.
CD cut is kind of hard to get in fire, which is good.
Mitsurugi has it as well. Mitsurugi is he's here.
Kind of in the middle. Yeah, I think he's better than Mitsurugi.
I would say then low C tier. High C tier, sorry.
Yeah, I think so.
Chat just said it's pretty relaxing to listen to us talking about this stuff. We should do it more often.
How can you do this more often?
every new patch, guys, every new character.
It's just the Kono fan pod. It's literally a podcast.
Yeah, let's do this. Kono fan podcast. Hey, it would actually pretty pod content. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know if there's enough of it. There's Lolisa next, yeah, and then the
Kono fan content. I'm not quite sure there's enough of that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough to talk about.
Just complaining about fame traits.
Yeah,
let's do that. That's a good content, okay?
What, just like an hour of complaining?
We bring in Celeste for that. He's the top complainer in that regard. Actually, let me push Halloween Meru up here because she is passive trait.
Oh, that's fair. Well, then you have to do the same for there's a 3-star Cielo as well that's fire. The one you just moved into.
Oh, this one, yeah. True, she has that. I forgot that.
I like how they never did any more after that.
When was the last time they had a party trait? Was it Summer Komekko? With her weird...
Yes, it was.
That's still
it was at that moment. It was at that moment where we're just like, "Oh, Komekko really is a trait slave."
Yeah,
too bad it wasn't even a good trait.
6 or 7.
Yeah. I mean, actually, the traits, the stats on the traits were great. The trait itself sucked at.
So we down to the collab characters.
And
Lolisa first, sorry. Let me just move all of her up. God, this list is so long.
Probably should have put in the 3 stars after, to be honest.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, better overall than Vanir and because she's
Lolisa's had a great time.
That one, and unlike them, her OG one is not one of the stronger ones, honestly.
No,
I think she's worse than both Halloween.
That one should be right next to Mia.
Yeah, she's kind of... I don't want to say she's fallen off in fire, but she's kind of getting...
She's fallen off solely because... Oh, fire.
Erika.
Why can't you have decent buffs? Yes, Erika.
I mean, her ulti 2, version 2 is really... Well, ulti 2 in general is really strong, but we don't have any big gotcha characters for her to make a proper team.
Literally, all of Fire's problems can be traced back to Erika.
Yeah.
Okay, but
yeah,
I think A is okay with her. I think A is fine.
I think A is fine.
You know, honestly, I don't think any of them Lisa are in D. I think even Onsen is like less.
Onsen's definitely not in D.
This should be.
I think Onsen could have potential in the future because she heals with her ult as well.
But we have stacked I don't think you have.
But what if you? What if you have to do Aqua, Arue, and you can't do that with Yunyun if you don't have the status effects because you won't survive. But with Lolisa, you could.
Watch them just release a light Cecily that has shred. And then Lolisa just cries.
But yeah, I think she's still, for now,
she's definitely not in D.
Yeah, not deeper.
Yeah.
Let's talk first about water.
I think they're both in that tier where you put them somewhere.
High S.
High for Lolisa, I think.
That one's high S, the other
maybe
one's fine. Yes.
Kind of with the other tier 2 red shreds in around that area. Maybe a bit above. I think she's better than Meru.
she's better than both the other ones as a shredder.
Yeah,
So-
honest, because she has the double hit and gauge up, whereas those two just have a high damage skill, which is less than her double hit and
But
doesn't have gauge
I
up.
personally think Meru is still better thanks to her ulti in lightning.
Lolisa's ult is really good, like both the U ones.
But, like,
Heals and
We
buffs
already
are
talked about
fine.
Megumin running OT2 with like Leah, Sally, and Cecily or something like that. Not
I mean, here's
using
the
Lolisa
thing.
at all.
As we have spoken earlier, bringing Vanir back into this, technically Meru has a replacement in a way. You could try. Lolisa's replacement is
Yeah, because that's still speculation.
It's
Right now,
Chris,
we
and
don't
Chris
know if
also
that's
works
actually...
still.
Chris is a lot
Nowhere
worse than her.
near. Yeah,
Like unlike
I think-
like at least Vanir at a moment can see use like under fist cugs, but Chris will never see use over Lolisa.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think she is above them. It's
Any
weird
other
seeing
ones?
made Leah so low. I feel like she might be a bit low. So I don't know.
Fire meta's just changed a bit.
Yeah.
She's still really good in fire. Actually, she's one of the best in fire. It's
Yeah, she
just the
still
problem
use.
is you will no longer see off element use basically ever.
Yeah. What
Which is
about
what kept her high.
Halloween? I think she needs to go up from where she is. Is
Well,
she
I'll
better
put-
than Megumin? Halloween Lisa.
Yeah, I think she's better than Megumin.
Yes, I would say so because
Yeah.
you can run. I mean, you can run without both of them.
She is kind of the support unit for Earth right now because she has healing, attack buff, and agility buff, but also good damage herself.
I'd say that.
There's not really anything bad about her.
No, there really isn't. I think
Like, compared to
we can look at
Vanir, I
the-
would actually put her like above Vanir. I'm not gonna lie.
But she
I
might
would
be.
not.
Mm,
Vanir carries along a casual party trick.
Yeah, the party
Yeah.
is good, but like
Take off of him.
damage-wise, Lolisa is just better.
she
She
wasn't.
is
She
not
didn't
higher.
like dominate last Earth arena. We'll get to
She
see
did.
again in 2 days how
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
much she is. But,
And we're gonna see how this amazing Earth Kazuma goes.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be great.
I'm sure
I
he'll
say
be
with no
wonderful.
sarcasm.
Totally
I
not
I
a
think
bait
she should
banner.
go. I think Lolisa should go above the 2 light units that are just above her. at
Lolia?
least.
I would even say so.
Yeah, probably. Okay, maybe Leo isn't the best.
I would not.
character,
I would
but
not
maybe it's
say that
Lolisa.
because I would not say that because Leah in Fire actually has no replacements. There is not another Fire Shredder as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they
And
just
there
looked
is
up.
many.
Isn't.
And there
If you
are
don't count
many.
Megumin, that isn't.
And there are many Earth buffers.
That's
that
true,
can't serve
actually.
as their replacement.
Okay, that's fair. That's a
Yeah.
fair point.
Okay, now we get to do collabs, right?
Oh wow.
But I mean, the first 2 collabs are all going to be just D tier, aren't they?
Yeah,
With
100%.
ReZero and poor eyes.
Eyes fell off
is-
a cliff.
Is spell still
Sure,
used somewhat in fire, by the way?
No.
No,
If you
no.
want to use spell, you would just use Mitsu or any other CD cut unit.
True. I mean, Ice was actually used for the one Wind Arena. We used Aqua as well as a slot 4 to come in and get one fast ulti off. So I would
You can
actually
place
put
her
her
bottom
C.
of C then.
Yeah.
I mean, she's definitely
okay.
like not the worst unit I've ever seen. not
She's not good by our
comparable
standards
to the other
anymore.
Ds.
Let me just place Albedo up here as well, because RIP shout here
Literally
as
never
well.
used.
Or should we
Oh,
also
she
put a
has
low?
such
I wish
a-
Alpha was.
Shatia had all the potential, and then the light Fez duo came.
Yep, tragedy. Now with global delaying Overlord, that might actually happen in global as well.
Taking Megumin subs definitely did not help Shatia.
Oh yeah, that's... They really should update her to have 2 characters like with all collabs. That would help her a ton.
Not that it would make her take over anyone.
No, but like it would at least make her usable. Where should we put Ice? Einzugo.
Low, either low A, mid A actually, I'd say.
A, you think? Actually, I guess he probably is better than Yunyun.
Low, I'd say low A, mid A.
Like compared to Yunyun, you think he's better in a single target
Honestly,
arena?
no. Worse, never mind. Low
I
A.
think actually, yeah, no, you're probably right. He's not.
Definitely low A.
Yeah.
Accelerator. That's a good one.
He gets to go. Man,
That's
it's funny that that's 2 collabs ago, and the Railgun units are still good.
True. The railgun units have held up well.
Which tier do you
It's
think?
probably the best collab overall. I think
I'd
he's
say
in
he's
that
best.
tier where he is now.
He's
But,
definitely
higher up.
Yeah, but which plays
His
like
damage is
to Lolisa, maybe?
Not higher than Lolisa. If a swimsuit
Probably, to be
Komekko
honest-
can be similar to him, it's not higher than a Lolisa.
Yeah, I think he might honestly be if someone in Earth gets replaced, he'd probably be the first. Even though his damage is so high, he has only the cooldown cut as utility, which you can replace with a skill.
Like
Right,
little
but-
Miss Komekko with her Earth buff was extremely close to crossing him.
If you
True.
were to give if you were to make an Earth unit, but with the same skills as Summer Lolisa, I think you would then kick out Accelerator and use that, for example.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what they'll do with like Fence Mia or something. But as of right now, he's still really good.
So I put him above Iris because he's still used, but like to Megumin? Or is that down here fine?
I don't
I
don't even think Megumin should be that high, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, looking at this, maybe I think she is a bit high.
She's
Where
a
will you
bit
put
high.
Megumin then?
She should be at the bottom of S. Or high A, honestly. One of the two.
I think bottom of S is okay.
Yeah. Then Accelerator.
Well, again, maybe we can just slightly tweak this in a couple of days when we see, you know.
We'll
Sure,
see
we
if
can tweak
Erika
it.
holds her S title.
We'll see if Kazuma comes in sweeps the S plus competition.
We'll see if the other Kazuma gets destroyed out of S tier, actually. That one's just sitting nice.
It was honestly okay, but you're probably
honestly.
still there.
Honestly, better than the other collabs.
Yeah, I think C's fine.
It's probably the best collab welfare.
Kuroko,
Still
another
bad.
tragedy.
I mean, Emilia for her time was extremely good.
Yeah, I wish she was still good, but
Kuroko, honestly, I don't think she actually no, never mind. I was like, oh, she's bad. Sally came. Yeah, she's
unique, but
she's unique.
Water counter, which is
if you ever have an arena where for some reason the boss does so much damage that you need to dodge, then she has the potential.
Matching 4 AoE enemies with 4 AoE attacks. That's a lot of counters. If that ever happens, she might be good, but
she will be good.
Okay, let's come to Misaka. That's interesting. We set somewhere with Yunyun.
I think
I'd say
above.
Yeah, above because she's used more.
Yeah. Again, you just need she would get even better if Meru got replaced, because then her agility buff would be more worth.
I actually don't think so, because you use Meru and her speed boost to actually have a continuously loop. You can't loop with Misaka alone at the moment.
Well, you see, that's a problem that can be solved with CD cut, which Lightning doesn't have.
If we get enough CD cut, yeah, but for now...
It's more of a Lightning problem than a her problem. But, yeah, I think that's fine where she is.
Lightning does not have gauge or CD cut on the optimal team.
That's true, that's wild.
Like, we talk about fire, and Lightning's the one
that's do shield hero.
Let's go here, go with next collab. Shield hero.
Philo is actually not
Not bad.
terrible for one arena. That's about it.
I think she's somewhere with ice, I think.
Better than eyes, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But still not great.
Not great, but better than eyes.
Look at that
Now, Fumi!
two-party attack. Oh boy. Well, this
Either
is
the low B or honestly,
he had his niche. And it was
actually, I don't
weird.
think he'll see use again. To be honest,
I don't
Yeah.
think. Unless.
Again, if
no,
first
we'll see.
Erica had cooldown cut, but she
if
doesn't.
first Erika had T2 agility or cooldown cut, T2 party agility. The way it's not even tier 3.
I
Meanwhile,
think.
Miss OG2 Chris can have a tier 3, and Erika's like.
I think you can still make him somewhat usable with the meme team, with the ulti spam. He's not a bad unit.
That's
and
just
he's
so
a use
much
case,
worse, though.
But yeah, it's not like the thing you should run.
Like, the meme team is hitting around 1.3 to 1.5. That's pushing it. Million. Erika's is close to 1.8, 1.9. I don't think now for me can ever get anywhere close to that.
So
Yeah.
then high C tier or low B tier?
He's less used than Vanir, so probably lower than him.
Honestly, yeah. He's really not good.
Probably even lower
Sadly.
than. I think above Kazuma seems like a good place.
Yeah, fine. He had a promise with the ult, and then we saw his kit. And his kit was not good. Like, one of his skills doesn't even do damage.
Rough Italian. Well, he was good.
She was good for a total of 1 arena. Okay, she will be good again if there is a mage cuck, because she does the exact same thing as Arue.
Exactly. But worse damage than Arue, I think.
A lot worse. Arue's fame buff makes her so much higher.
Yeah. I think she's fit somewhere with ice, probably. Maybe I think higher than ice because she actually can see frontline usage. Ice, not so much.
Ice will never see frontline again.
Maybe up here?
I'd say that's fine. I say higher than Aqua.
Yeah, no, yeah, probably. I don't know if she'll ever be used over Arrow again, but
I would actually
only in mage.
Yeah, that's true.
Mage cucks will you see her.
I mean,
but in mage cucks, she will be the premier one.
That's the thing here, which makes the placement hard for me. She has one niche use case, which is really good, but like no off element. Meanwhile, we put Megu so high because she can use off element. Aqua technically could also still be used off element, so but yeah, one left to the right doesn't matter much. I think.
I mainly say that because Megu is the best debuff blocker. Like, if there is a debuff, you're using Megu 90% of the time.
Unless you have
one element. I feel like by that metric, she should be pretty high, just because she fills the role of a debuff blocker without you having to waste the entire skill set just because someone's too busy blocking skills the whole game despite not doing anything.
It will be interesting to see with the new assist, for example, like would Vanir for Dark work if you just use
well, why do that when you can just that's just Mega with extra steps and a less assist.
But Vanir helps with the waves. Like if the waves are really tanky and Megu does no damage, Megu does nothing besides.
I mean, as we mentioned earlier, waves have rarely ever been an issue.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, you don't really have to consider, like, even this arena, I'm using darkness, and I don't have a problem with the waves. Even though she can't do anything.
I mean, we could do this if you guys want. I'm fine with either one.
I would personally probably put Aqua above, but here's
I was mainly thinking Aqua doesn't have many. True. I mean, at the end of the day, they both don't really see much use anyways, so.
The thing is, Aqua has off element use maybe in Electro, because Electro's still missing like the one big support until, yeah. But one person left or right shouldn't be that big of a deal. I mean, there are probably other units that you can swap around.
You would never actually want to use Aqua in Lightning just because Halloween Aqua exists. The only time you would ever use Aqua in Lightning is because you don't have that thing.
No, we used her because we needed the healing, I think it was.
Oh yeah, because there was too much damage and you needed her.
Yeah, and also, still remember her passive trait is still actually good. It's like one of the better ones we have.
It's one of the better ones, but it's not saving any of her versions.
No, I'm not saying she should be any higher, but just like, but let's keep it for that.
It's very helpful for Forbidden Aqua.
To me, it's kind of bad.
She's honestly, I don't even see her in C. She's just not good.
She's got the double hit. Her ult is strong, but she offers no utility, and we've talked about it a lot in Fire.
She's budget Erika.
Exactly. I think that's a good sentence to summarize it up. Budget Erika. Erika already makes a lot of problems with team building, so why would you run a budget version of her then? Sally. Maple first.
Up into high as she goes.
Yeah, I mean, if you optimize for damage on her, she can do 140k, like 1.4 million rather, by herself.
No, that was an AoE arena, so.
Yeah, but she was still doing that much.
Yes, indeed. Leah was
and
not
even in a non-AoE, she'd still be like 900k or something like that.
I think simply same with like Leah, because damage rise is so strong on Erika. I think
honestly,
she's actually
probably higher than Erika.
Could be.
Yeah, I think she's better than Erika.
I would honestly swap that with Erika and swap Cielo with Arue.
Like this?
We'll just split them all up.
What do you think, Koala?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I do think she is better than Erika.
Okay. Well, we're down to the last unit. Woo!
The final one.
Kind of hard to judge because it's this current arena as well.
I'd say, okay, just based on the current arena from what I'm seeing right now, Cecily is doing very well considering she is getting over 70% magic damage cut on her.
Yeah.
But Sally could still be used like in...
Oh, Sally will still probably be used, and I don't think she's in B. I actually think she's very high A. Because you'll probably end up using all three of them.
It really comes down for me with Sally if the Megu team will be usable. Like, if it's no Mage or Friskak, you will never use Sally. But if you can use Megumin and get Sally, Leah, and Cecily working, then she's definitely higher.
Yeah, I'd say she's a lot of steps, but she can be good. I'd say she's middle A. Definitely higher than Aqua.
I think she's higher than that. I think she's
Low
better than
S.
Lolisa. Better than Lolisa.
Yeah, she's better than Lolisa. Yeah, no, she's definitely.
Yeah, that's probably fair, actually.
That's around where she should be, I see.
I think she has a very high potential to be moved up based on future
arenas. We can't really tell from the one we had.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I'm completely down to do this again. Talk about our tier list stand and see how things changed in like.
We talk about it when the wind meta shifts.
Yeah, I think around end of December could be interesting. After like Xmas, after like Fest, maybe also information about another Forbidden Fest or something like that. Or we just wait until New Year's since they're out there as well, because they could also be strong. Like limiteds are sometimes strong.
They're gonna do Christmas 2 parts with Fez in the first part, and then they're gonna stick Forbidden Fez on New Year, aren't they? We're gonna have like 3 limited in a row.
Wow.
Or maybe with one in between. It would just be the same. I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like it's just going to be Fez, and then into Xmas, and then into New Year's. I think that's just gonna be the 3 banners.
I mean, we already have the time slot for the next banner, which should be till 11th of December, I think it was, something like that, because of the exchange period of the current event.
Wait, the next banner going into when?
11th. Wow.
Let me check.
Are you sure about 11th? Because that's like 20 days.
No, not 11th.
I'm not quite. I mean, yeah, that's.
Let me check where I did the event post. Wait. I haven't done the event post. Whoops. I also didn't do
It
my
says
reruns today. God damn it.
something on the 22nd to 11th, whatever that is.
Oh, I totally forgot the arena we're going in a couple of days is that weird one with like the 2 bears.
Wait, let me go up to this one. So this event goes till the...
Oh, here we go. 11. I see in 11:22 to 11:29, so it's only 7 days. And then the exchange event for that event goes until the 11th. The next one.
Okay, it's just how long you can exchange
Not
it
this
for.
one. So yeah, the next event is until the 29th. So we'll probably get Dust and Rin on the 30th.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. We get them on the 30th, and then from the 30th it should be like...
That also means we get around a day or 2 of
Yeah,
wind.
so we can actually try the Railgun Megumin with Raphtalia Aqua. We get 2 days for it.
2 days before the meta dies.
Yeah.
God, wind's just constantly shifting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
It
wild.
is.
But if we go with that, like, I think like a week per event seems reasonable. So from the 30th to like the 7th of December should be fast. Maybe they actually did 2 weeks until the 14th. I think that also seems pretty fair. So around 15 could be starting with Halloween Part 1 for a week, and then Halloween Part 2 for another week, and then starting with New Year's around the 30,
I think you
31.
mean Xmas.
Yeah.
Xmas, yeah, sorry.
Hmm.
But
Well,
I
I
think
think-
that's
'cause they
like
did-
a thing time slot.
Didn't they do for 1.5 Annie? There was part. Was it? It was one part, wasn't it? No, it was 2 parts.
It was 2
It was
parts.
just fairs. And then they had one random banner, and then Halloween with the Forbidden Fairs. I was thinking maybe they'll do the same thing, but with Christmas and New Year.
Who do you think is going to be the new Forbidden unit? Will it be Megu, Darkness, or Kazuma, or will it be someone else?
I think they're gonna save Megumin for the push, like people pulling on Third Annie because she's so popular, and they
Yeah.
might do Kazuma or something.
I think they might
Well,
do Darkness to
I think
follow the
Darkness, yeah.
initial order.
Maybe, or maybe they'll do Chris because it's her birthday on Christmas.
Oh god, imagine. Oh no. I mean, so
What
far.
element would they place her in there?
Do we even think we get like a banner after Xmas? Because Xmas currently says we get Aqua and what was it? Komekko?
I
It was
think so,
Aqua and
yeah.
Komekko. So which could be one banner, and if there would be like a part 2, I think we would notice by now. So I actually think that the banner after this might be a filler until
Yeah. Was it just Christmas? Yeah, that's what it says. Just Aqua and Komekko. So maybe it will be that.
Tier list name is still August 2021.
That's true.
I know it is.
We're up
can
to
tell
date,
when
guys.
I
Don't
made.
worry. But
Are
hey,
you
that
guys
was...
ready for 2 new fairs?
Nope, my wallet isn't
I'm
ready.
not. I know someone else here isn't because they got an Aqua and a Kazuma.
Oh.
I got fairly lucky for the first time in a while with this collab, so I've got some.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
You're finally not always going, oh my god, I'm so over this every time there's a collab.
I'm still upset about the 1.5 Annie banner, the first one. There was 100 pulls. I didn't get Leah, Aqua, or Darkness,
Yeah, that's was oof.
which is
You were so mad.
yeah. I at least got Erika and Cielo. But...
Erika
was a
took me way too many pulls. Oh. Leah also took me a lot of pulls.
I remember when you were like, oh god damn it, I gotta feel like Komekko, but on the end of the day, that's probably the best thing you walked away with because she's actually a good sub.
Yeah, I'm glad about Raphtalia getting replaced because I didn't have her.
And I
But
yeah, Raphtalia's probably gone.
it's like power creep isn't the worst if you didn't have the thing they were creeping in the first place.
Well, hey, that was 3 hours for the tier list, roughly a little bit less because I had the intro playing for a little bit.
Yeah.
And we spent 20 hours placing the 3 stars and 1 stars.
But I think the tier list is pretty decent, not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah,
It's just a bunch of useless trash in D, and then you have actual usable units.
that's gacha games. Power
gotcha,
creep.
not sure.
Like in theory, it would be more correct to like separate the D, but at the end of the day, you never use them.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing.
Yeah. There's some clear like OG Kazuma in the same tier as like Fezways, but
it is
really
what it is. At
accurate.
the end of the day, neither of them see use. So
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty
realistically,
good
they
way.
exist in the same tier.
I think that's how you can summarize a tier list. I think the S plus are like you will always use them. You will mostly use them. A is like you can't use them. B is like use cases, edge cases. C is like maybe if you don't have the above ones, you can use them. And D is like you don't want to use them.
Yeah. I feel like S plus is the ones where even if they're Fizz or Mage, and even if Fizz or Mage got screwed, you might still use them.
That's true, yeah.
Except maybe Cielo you could replace with like casual Leah.
I mean, we can see they had to go all the way till over 870% magic card for Cecily.
Yeah. Well, that's why she's right at the top, like second.
50% would not even have worked with her. I can just tell with this arena.
And like Fez, Dust, and Rin aside, if you cut Fizz for Wind, it would not affect Chris at all. I think they did once.
Yep, they did
She was
once.
still like overnight. It was still almost entirely Chris everywhere. It just doesn't matter.
Well, it entirely depends. I think Chris only appears in Dark now, right? Outside of Wind, that is. So
Yep.
really, it depends on when the next good Dark support comes, which kind of flops recently with the units they've been releasing for Dark.
What
So
unit
Chris
would fit there, by the way? Which character would fit with a Maple and an Arue as a buffer, speed boost, and CDR? Because that's the three things Dark is missing.
It could have been Amy.
Honestly, it's probably still Lolisa.
It's
does a
Lolisa.
lot.
Yes.
Yeah, because she also has the healing.
Like Lolisa or
heals,
Rin.
Lolisa buffs, and Lolisa can T2 agility if they want to.
But yeah, so the best collab was easily the accelerator one. Yeah, I think Railgun, from the power-wise from the units, Railgun was the best collab.
Railgun's definitely stuck.
It's like the best for now.
And it's also not like so broken that it completely.
Like you still have replacements for them.
Yeah.
The highest one is accelerator. Yeah.
Like accelerator could get replaced, as I have demonstrated actually, and Misaka can get replaced.
Already gets replaced, kinda.
I'm laughing at Swimsuit Komekko's placement.
Also, Maple managing to be the only unit in S Plus that isn't Fez.
So true.
Collab, but
she's
Vanir
really
is close.
Vanir, honestly, I would have really thought that he would have been there just based on his usage, but like
Vanir feels like if we had OG Vanir from the start, what Fez Vanir would be.
So actually there.
Oh boy.
I'm questioning if OG Komekko will ever help her with that 62 agility of hers. Like her fire ults didn't get buffed. So
it is a lot of damage anyway, but yeah.
It's a lot of damage, but you're slow as all hell.
Well, comparing Lolisa's not Komekko's U2 V2 compared to what Arue got is a bit unfair for her. Like she just gets agility down, Arue gets self-attack up and speed up. Everyone.
I know, right? She really should have gotten at least some agility up for herself with how slow she is.
She needs like Shouter, how she has her agility buff that stacks with agility.
Just
give that to Komekko.
That would save her definitely.
Yeah.
By the way, just got a really interesting question in chat. How strong would a typeless unit need to be actually be like on A tier plus?
What's this? What's this?
Like
Typeless.
darkness,
Honestly,
the ulti does no
Typeless mage.
elementless. A typeless mage, yeah.
Honestly, I don't think it would need to be that good if you just give it the right utility. Like if
Typeless
Fez
mage?
if Fez
Give her
Chris
tier
was
3 agility. Broken.
like a neutral mage Fez Chris would honestly be better than Chris. She'd do more damage off element because it wouldn't be resisted.
Hey, this is Komekko's chance. Her U1 got buffed for a reason. And she has an
Imagine typeless
elementless personal
Komekko.
weapon.
Yeah.
She has an elemental.
Yeah, my
They
PC,
base,
Yannick.
if you think about it, right? Legendary Aqua is water for her second ult, and then Forbidden Aqua is light for her first.
Oh my god.
What if everyone for all their neutral ults gets neutral versions that are like forbidden?
So Forbidden Kazuma is the answer for the typeless unit.
Yeah, sure. I actually thought Fez Kazuma was going to be neutral until...
I thought he was water. I'm
thought
happy he isn't water. But hey, I
Honestly,
does have those
At least
starting
Kazuma
3-star with the
fell.
neutral skills.
Yeah, at least
And we've
Kazuma
also
had a
got-
long run time.
We've got the neutral Amy 3-star.
Neutral aiming.
Oh boy.
Like, I actually do feel like elementless Komekko isn't that out of the possibilities. She has an ult that's elementless. She has a personal weapon that's elementless. Can
True,
probably see use if you try to make her elementless and actually a good kit, unlike all the other ones that we've seen of hers. I mean, if they want Komekko to see use like Fest Komekko for fire, they can just make it so it does a similar thing like Iris, where we give her elementless buff as well, so that she can use her U1s without feeling guilty.
Oh, that would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, they should do more with like
She's just kind
elemental
of
stuff.
ass.
Iris getting the tier 3 elemental buff was cool, but
It's still lower damage than
But no,
Yeah.
sure.
Maru.
Like Forbidden
I love
Kazuma
that
actually
with
sounds
Matthew.
amazing then.
What?
Forbidden Kazuma could be really amazing. Like, if he actually has a normal attack that boosts normal damage, his ulti is normal, his basic should be normal. Like, that could be actually a pretty cool unit.
With the fact that he kind of just does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
In lore. So he should be able to
yeah,
fit.
the actual like damage percentage on Kazuma's U1 is really high. It's like over 400.
It is. You know, I'm just happy that they finally got rid of 120% gauge on Komekko.
Yeah, that was
Like-
not needed.
Not
it
even
didn't
needed
make
on
sense.
release. Was never needed.
Yeah,
If that ult
Right.
was a release ult, it still would not have been needed.
Poor Komekko.
I mean, she has more than her ults going against her anyways.
Yeah.
Trash skills, trash units, trash ult, and a trash agility.
Good thing I don't need to do challenges anymore.
Sure. I do them myself now.
because you have like everything on that account.
I know, right? It's okay. I'll think about excess Komekko. I just want to see her card art, to be honest. I just want to see New Year Cecily. Like, it's been so long since the last Cecily unit, which is literally Fest Cecily.
Yeah.
I'm praying
Okay,
for New Year.
it's been almost half a year.
It's giving Ninja Cecily. No, that was a gap.
Meanwhile, you have Megumin.
She literally follows Aqua with everything,
Okay.
her.
She actually does.
Well, yeah, we've got New Year, Halloween, summer. We're gonna get Christmas. It's just like of the recurring ones, she doesn't have school or Valentine's, so you know what she's getting next year.
Valentine's Aqua.
Casual Aqua, when? Like, the casual outfits from the first freaking stream they ever did. When?
I want to see it so
No.
badly. I love that outfit.
You get Leah and you get Mitsurugi. And that's it.
It's so
I
weird,
will-
yeah.
Girl, if I
So it makes
see
sense for both of them. But
it does.
I know, League. I know.
It's okay. We get quick casual Kazuma. Actually, that's what we should name him, Casual Kazuma.
instead of like
Tracksuit
just
Kazuma,
tracksuit
like the
Kazuma.
real one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tracksuit one.
I hope. Imagine if he doesn't wear the tracksuit in battle with this unit. That would be the scandalous unit of the year.
Well, did you know in Academy Megu's art, she's wearing her OG outfit?
Yep. That's so weird.
Mm.
I don't know why they
Yeah.
did that actually, but
There's also the weird thing with the Burim Iris, how it's her dress that she wears in like cutscenes and things, but in battle she has a
yeah, oh
separate
my
one
god, that trolled me
for
so
her.
hard when I first got her.
Yeah.
I was like, where's my dress?
She doesn't get a like casual like a home screen outfit because that is her default one. She
I
just
know,
gets
I
it
was
in
like
battle instead.
offended. I was like, excuse me, that dress looks so pretty. How dare you give me this ugly ass battle outfit? I'm going to tilted, and I was tilted. But that's okay. She got her ballroom.
That is true.
Mm.
Yuri Cecily.
New Year Cecily, I'm praying. I've been wanting that outfit since the dawn of fucking time when I saw Cecily. I want it. Give it to me.
What other unit
What
would
we've
fit
got-
New Year, by the way, besides Cecily?
Hmm.
Year. I mean, what unit doesn't have it?
I
Like
mean,
Erika
Yunyun
or
has never
something.
4-star. She has a 3-star. Same with Iris.
I mean, Iris got a.
Just who hasn't had one in a while?
Yeah. Who hasn't had an
Like
alt in a
both,
while?
both. Well, it's been
Arue
3
is a
months
wow.
for like.
Oh no, Aris
It's
Halloween.
giving Mia.
There's like the idols as well haven't had something since
Well,
Fez,
Fez,
yeah.
3 months ago. I guess that's not that long.
I feel like the next
Oh.
summer is going to be Leah and Cecily.
Now that I think about it, there's no New Year darkness, is there? Not even
There
3-star. Oh no, there
There's
is
3-star.
There is.
3-star is
There
there.
is.
3-star
That was
stuff.
the first New Year.
Yes, you're right.
I'm
I forgot.
actually
that
scared of
there's that.
Yunyun, not gonna lie, because Yunyun is like with Arabian Mia a long time ago.
Right,
Hmm.
Union got a new unit, surely, right? No, she didn't. Arabian was the last one.
So
She
either
did
Mia
get
or
three.
Yunyun.
She did get 3 in really quick succession, though.
That's true, yeah.
It did go from Fez into Railgun into Arabian, like really quickly.
Hard time for me, yep, I know.
I was gonna say Wiz, but I was like, she already has an ideas. You stupid.
I mean, I can actually see Lolisa. No, Lolisa.
I mean, I can see them giving Darkness one, to be honest, just because they'll make her 3-star one a 4-star outfit.
But we just got a 4-star darkness. I mean, it's a collab one, yes, but like,
It's been a while since the last Darkness, though. Like the last one before. Oh wait, no, it hasn't. Rapper
was
I forgot
2.5.
about Rapper. The Rapper units just escaped my brain. They looked good, and then I forget them. I don't know. Cecily's gone probably the longest so far.
Yep. Wiz is also pretty long, I think. What was last Wiz?
I don't remember when was Onsen
Wiz
Wiz.
it was like around the time of Railgun, wasn't it?
Yeah, Wiz was before Railgun. I remember that because
That's a long time then, wow. But
6
Wiz
months,
has
yeah.
New Year and Wiz has Xmas, so...
She'll get some random thing in between, like Snow Wiz.
Yeah, Snow Wiz could be a thing.
Snow
The filler
Wiz.
banner in between Xmas and New Year.
Filler banner.
Could be Snow Wiz.
Snow Wiz and Snow Union.
Maybe.
Coming for your wallet. I think it's Mia Cecily.
Mm.
If I wanted to just make a quick guess on who the New Year units will be.
What is your guess, Koala?
Yeah.
Also because I'm biased.
I can't believe it could be Cecily. Lolisa sounds like a good guess too.
Yeah, I think Lolisa has
Lolisa.
also a high chance to come again. I mean, she got Halloween, but
They're trying to fill up her unit slots.
yeah.
Maybe
Lolisa sells.
maybe one of the ones as well.
Oh, one last thing, or one last question. When do you guys think we will get a new unit? And will it be the second Succubus, or will it be a completely different unit?
I actually
I'm still hoping for Claire, but
who?
Claire and Rain, like his new characters.
Oh yeah, Claire and Rain. I want them to.
Mm.
They were here since the start, and we never got units of them.
There's also that from the story, the person with the sword. I forgot her
Sherry.
name. Yeah. I was expecting her when they said new character, but it was Lolisa instead.
I know,
might be
right?
one.
I was expecting her. You know, I remember I was actually hoping for the Danko and Funifura to be a duo unit,
Hmm.
like an actual unit, not just an assist. And I was like, oh, give him an assist. But then again, there wasn't a lot to build upon them as characters.
That's true.
Don't
Could be a
mind would be
cool duo
useful.
unit.
I do feel like it would be the new Succubus, but at the same time, I'm like, will they really release 2 Succubus in a row?
I mean, Lolisa sells pretty well, I think. So,
She did get a enemy model, which looks suspiciously like a player model.
Oh well,
the same with
she
Vanir
has,
and Lolisa and Meru.
that other Succubus has been a boss. Like, she's already been in the story as a boss.
That's what I mean. She had an enemy model.
But yeah.
And we
Well,
goes
because we
back.
knew Komekko for ages because she had an icon in the menu. It was there from the start, where she had the model for it.
I feel like Komekko was definitely supposed to be a release unit, looking at her placement in the data
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
and her ults.
Why would she get pushed back though? Maybe they didn't want to spoil like who's
And
so
her kit
soon.
looks, and her kit looks pretty release. Then again, that party tier 2 magic buff is pretty good for release, so maybe not.
Well, they didn't have any like conditions on release, so
True.
and she has the low HP one, which is one of the
So
worst ones.
useless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this was a good communication, good call. I had a lot of fun with making the tier list.
Yeah.
As I said, I will split the videos in 2 or 3 parts so everyone has a bit, and everyone can link to the other channel, I guess, also. I'll look how I cut it or how good I can cut it. Otherwise, you guys need to edit a little bit yourself. But again, thank you so much for coming. It was really fun. I hope you enjoyed as well. I will post the tier list later in the Discords with crediting to everyone. And yeah, as I said, I'm down to do this again. Probably around Xmas or New Year.
Yeah, New Year or something.
I'd say New Year because that's when the meta will probably shift pretty hard.
Oh, read them! Thanks for the gifted sub.
Good luck putting that in a screenshot.
You can like, yeah, if you
5
press
gifted
save and
subs.
download.
Oh yeah, true. You can save and download. Just make sure to do the typical tier list maker thing and just make an extra. Actually, no, you don't need to.
You can make an extra tier at the top for logo. Yeah.
Yeah, but it seems like it cut off perfectly for him. So.
What cut off?
Well, I actually.
Wait, let me send the thing in the Discord so you can see the image I just generated.
Hey.
There it's loading. Give me a second. Plop. There it is.
Wow, let's look at this beauty. What could it be?
You can hardly read it as like a full image.
Oh my god, is this for ants?
You need to click original. I think in the browser you can actually zoom in and see the high res. But I guess if there are a lot of 1, 2, 3 stars and a lot of D tier units, By the way,
I mean-
let me actually move up the passive traits above D tier because they are more interesting, I think.
They definitely
Oh, yeah.
are. It's also trait salve.
Psst. I can fix that. Let's go one up. So you have the core 4 brackets, 5 brackets. We have the sub brackets, and we have whatever.
The trash. The trash.
Imagine how it must feel to be a global player, look at this and be like, we have close to nothing from this.
They have OG
Okay,
Leah.
let's see. They have 1 unit in S tier, which is Kazuma, and that is it.
Let's see. What do they have in A tier? They have Yunyun, both of them. I have Melissa and Aqua. That's it.
I mean,
In
you're
B
probably going to get...
Yunyun
Oh,
is
you've got
up
Meru
there.
as well in S. You're probably going to get Vanir, Snow, Cecily, and Maid Leah, and New Year
Soonish.
Wiz all pretty soon.
Yep.
Yeah, they all
Like within
got.
the next few months.
They all got shown, yeah, in the file.
Actually not sure about Wiz because they actually switched to the Japanese timeline on global.
Oh,
So they
Okay.
actually
a good...
Thank God they
Yeah.
did that. Not that I play global anymore, but thank God they did that.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
They
Actually
switched to-
listens, which is good.
yeah.
Kazuma
but-
coming 1 month after Aqua was not it.
Thankfully, enough people complain that they actually...
1 month after Aqua, 2 weeks after Aqua, should I say?
Yeah.
That was stupid.
And you would be getting, like, Fez Chris in, like, a week.
I know,
If it wasn't
right?
for that.
Literally.
There you go, read them. Well, yeah, interesting to see where global goes. Also interesting to see where Japanese goes with the new units and how much of a meta shift they actually might be or not.
I mean, it's just gonna be a bunch of wind units moving around.
Wind units for
Yeah.
sure. That's why I'm interested about Xmas. Like, will Xmas be actually a good Aqua for once in a really long time or not?
I think
What
Aqua's
element
just
do you think?
tuned because she has bad ults.
They
I'm
could buff
still
it.
mad.
They
Yeah.
could buff it, but they chose not to.
They chose to make a freaking third ulti 1 version 3 instead of buffing any of her ultis. Like, what the heck, guys?
Her U2s are such a scare.
Her ulti U2 should be just 1, literally. There should be 1 ulti and make her ulti 2 version 2 speed buff, cleanse, something useful.
I don't think cleanse.
Cleanse is not useful, but it will at least be different.
It
And
will be
make Aqua a
different.
little bit better for hybrid teams for ulti 2.
You know, for a what is Arc Priest that buffs a lot? She surely doesn't buff a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Just give
What's
her
depends what element she is.
well, if any of the Xmas units are wind, they're dead on arrival.
Do we have data mine for next month already? A calendar or so? No.
I don't think so. No.
No.
I think Komekko is going to be lightning. I just can't tell where Aqua's going to be.
What was the last arena? That was a while ago. That's a good question. Lightning is a while. Earth?
Earth was when Halloween came out, and there's been no changes to Earth since then.
I mean, we're
So
about
unless
to just get
Kazuma is
an
like
Earth
extremely
arena.
OP.
Imagine if they
Yeah.
actually make
Yeah.
a better Aqua for Earth. But Earth is also pretty stacked, so it's hard.
I can't think of an arena for Aqua. Oh, an element, should I say?
Actually true, yeah. There's no place for the current ultis in any other teams. The
Like,
only-
sure, if you want to make her better, if you want to make her a new water unit that trumps God, go ahead, go for it.
I will take
But
that.
I don't think that's gonna happen though, but go for it. Like, sure, you can try a Dark Aqua, but those ults aren't doing you any favors.
No, they would be useful as a dark because they literally overlap with Arue. Unless you go Arue ulti 1 version 1 then for more damage, but ew.
Oh, what about if this Christmas Aqua is dark and has tier 2 party agility buff?
I mean,
Oh, you
she's
don't have attack buff, do you?
not gonna have buffs, yeah.
You would.
Yeah. Why doesn't she buff?
She
I
doesn't
don't
have
know.
anything. She has a defense down.
Just for comparison, Chris, a thief character, buffs more than Aqua, a priester.
Komekko buffs harder than Aqua now.
Yeah, everyone buffs harder than Aqua. Literally everyone, because Aqua doesn't buff at all.
She actually doesn't. She buffs herself with a tier 3 agility.
Yeah, well. Actually, make
Kazuma
the tier
doesn't
2
buff.
AoE with the ulti, that would be better.
I think Kazuma might be like Kazuma and Megumin are like the only without buffs for their roles.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm struggling to think what they could possibly put on Darkness's U2v2. Like her U2v1
She buffs the
feels so
team, but she
stacked.
doesn't hit anymore.
It would have to be she still hits because it's the whole like mask buff.
Point of that all, yeah. Like her,
I don't know what else it would do. Maybe like a
It's so
debuff instead of a
bad.
buff.
Maybe
If it like
tier 3
debuffs,
rest
that might actually be better because you still get attack and speed buffs from the rest of the team. It would just
True.
be
Like tier 3 and tier 4 attack buff really isn't that big of a difference.
yeah. When you can just get tier 3, tier 2 from someone else and then have it debuff instead, it might be better.
Or it's a
Hey,
team buff.
make a shred so that she can actually go off element.
Well, then she would be shredding like 6 or 7 times.
I mean, she's not going to be
Again,
shredding her
just
own
cheap.
ult.
Yeah, but it's still good. She did.
Yeah, true.
Her current ult was what you called amazing on release. Just okay now. Like, it's still good, it's just very rarely would you ever want to use it because every other unit that actually has elemental damage just does more.
Blessing with luck boost for an Aqua ulti, that would be interesting. More
High
crit
crit.
fishing.
They finally did. I
Actually
mean, actually
crit fishing.
got that like the heal per action buff. They could do whatever they wanted. Buff.
That's true. That's true. Imagine an ulti where like everyone gets the golden passive trait. Like every 5th turn is like 5 or 10% bonus damage for 30 seconds or so. AKA 1 turn.
Aqua is just blessed with bad ults.
He gets the
She
one flame
blessed
trait
herself
buff.
with bad ults.
Actually,
my goodness.
I think Aqua and Komekko and Dust are probably the 3 worst ultis we have. And Dust and Komekko gets buffed. Okay, maybe Amy as well. Maybe Amy as well.
Exists.
Amy is worse than Aqua.
Amy is worse than honestly all of them. Actually, no. Dust was worse than Amy. I don't know why I said that. Amy at least has her one.
Oh, so that's not good.
Okay, so next time we also make ultis tier list rankings.
That would be a lot shorter.
It would be very fast. Actually, it was just.
I think number one would still be Lolisa.
Honestly, the Lolisa's also stacked.
That's true, yeah.
They're mainly just the 2U1, but they are really good.
Like you look at Lolisa's ult, and then you just compare them to Komekko's, and you're like, wow, what happened here?
That's the benefit of coming out a whole year later.
By the way, I just realized both Cecily and Lolisa have ultis with people running over the enemies, and both are really good ultis. I'm buffing your team, Miles, so.
Imagine saying Cecily's ult was actually good. Well, 2 years ago.
And hey, you know who else could have an ult with the exact same people running over the enemy? Aqua.
True.
She could also use the Axis ult, but she doesn't.
So true.
Imagine Aqua running away from the crowd and luring them over the enemy. Like she always brings the under to Kazuma.
Oh, you know, just give her a blessing that gives every buff on the game. But doesn't do
RNG
damage.
buffs! RNG buffs! Each turn is lottery which buff
RNG
you
buff? You bless you could get a physical damage buff on a mage.
Yeah, let's go! Or you get a fire damage buff on a lightning unit, because why not?
Honestly,
It
just
would be cool if they did stuff like that.
RNG.
Would
You'll
you
never
ever
use
use
them.
that unit? Yeah.
I'm still waiting for like a dual element unit. Like it was the perfect opportunity to make Cecily light and
I
water.
know, right? I was expecting Cecily to be light water.
They still
But-
haven't. Like with a skill that's 2 elements or something.
Now for me.
Now
Well, what
for
about
me.
what about a debuff that basically gives the boss a weakness? Like have a
That would
water
be
unit that makes the boss weak to
Ah.
fire, and then you can explode it or something.
I mean, that sounds extremely niche.
It's either OP or absolutely trash, because if
I
you have,
can't
like,
see it doing anything other than
Yeah.
taking up a slot.
Well, if it made the boss weak to a different element, then suddenly you've unlocked an entire other element worth of units to use.
Yeah, exactly. So either you use the OP element then and ignore the other, or
Either
you just do the same.
yeah, or you get lightning.
Well, actually, Misaka might be insane in other elements.
Could
True,
be.
maybe she won't be held back with her lack of gauge NCDs.
Mm.
Put her in wind. Put her in water.
Oh god, that would be broken.
You put Masaka in water or wind.
Hmm.
Wow, I'm just reading. I wonder what Kazuma's U2 V2 is still waiting.
Probably
That
still
as
going to
well,
be a debuff of some kind.
Probably.
Blind. It's an eye.
They gave Aqua her U2 V2 too early.
100%.
They gave it before they decided to buff ults and round out everyone to have dual buffs unless your name's Erika or Amy.
The only sad part is, normally I would say people would just stop pulling Aquas when she's trash, so they might need to buff her, but people are Aqua sims like me, so they pull anyway, so why should they change anything if people pull her anyway?
I mean, they designed a whole new
Yeah.
ult and a whole new thing to make Aqua good.
Konosuba Fan 2, guys. Konosuba Fan 2 where Aqua has the time.
How about you just buff her
Well,
ult?
Hey, you've got a while. It's probably still going to be going when season 3 comes out.
Oh yeah,
You
probably
think we get
will.
ulti freeze by then?
Probably.
First of all, how about we get
Kinda-
the rest of the YouTube VTs?
Yeah.
Like seriously,
Like,
for
there's
some
just
units,
some
it's so
units-
hard.
I'm so confused why they didn't just all come at the same time.
They don't know what to do. Simply as that. I mean,
And then they gave Arue an amazing one. It's actually fighting a lottery.
that's true.
Mm.
Imagine like Aqua with a speed boost ulti 2. Like Cecily ulti, kinda.
What can you do with
Uh.
that? You know, that would actually be... Oh, wait, no. I was going to say it'd be good for fire, but she has the gauge reduction skill, so... I
Actually,
guess you could get
fire.
around. Yeah, it'd probably
Fire,
still
you get
work,
more
because
than enough gauge.
Yeah. And she has
What
her
I-
own gauge upskill, but yeah, it'd probably be fine.
Odd idea, make her ulti 2 version 1 lower both resistances, and make her ulti 2 version 2 buff both types of attacks for your team.
And
That would make her
sense,
full
considering
better.
She should be buffing.
Well, then
But-
you would only use the buff one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would only use the buff one, but
You
I
would
mean,
make
look at
her
Cecily.
viable in other elements simply with that change alone. And you don't need to do gimmick Aquas like Raptalia Aqua, where you need to go like, oh yeah, I will never ulti because my ultis are so bad.
I mean, look what happened to Komekko. You buffed her all, and then Philo's here, just like, hi, I have 120% gauge consume.
Rip.
They really believed in that gauge sub to save her.
That's true. But yeah, I think we talked long enough. I would call it a day. Again, thank you so much for watching.
That's
People
probably longer than I usually stay.
Yeah.
Remember to check out Koalas and Phantom's channels. In case Phantom actually uploads something interesting again for Konofan, not sure. At least he has
Is this
Genshin
a
content.
jab at me?
Not like I want you to play more, so no.
I already play. I just play practice.
Yeah, thank you.
Very helpful to you, I know. Don't worry.
Exactly.
You reminded me I recorded a run this week, but I haven't uploaded it yet. That was a couple days ago now. So I should probably do that.
Yeah, do that, do content. Instead of
I
playing
just
Pokemon.
upload my favorite practice run and move along.
Yeah.
I thought you're the guy who actually grinds Cecily for like 2 million damage, like I saw on Twitter. It could have
See,
been
if I
you.
Yeah, but Pokemon's taking me right now.